Okay, greetings and welcome everyone to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon on Labor Day, the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Chicago White Sox in the first game of a 3-game series at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? Happy Labor Day to you. Welcome back for another afternoon of baseball. We're back home and we're facing one of the worst teams in Major League history, the 2024 Chicago White Sox, coming in today with a record of 31-107. Ouch. The Orioles are 20 games above 500, half a game behind the Yankees for the division lead coming into today's play. How you doing, everybody? Please let me know you can hear me out there in Charm City chat. Whenever I go on the air, I need a hello. I need some interaction. I need to know that my voice is being heard. There's no other way to know that I'm broadcasting. So, hello. Hey, look, Elgood's back, and he's got his name. All right, Elgood, you got that all taken care of. All right, Elgood, we going to be here today to root for the Orioles, or how we doing? You got your name back. Now all you need is the reputation, and then you're good to go. All right, I'm gonna behave today. That's part of my plan. Folks, it's Labor Day, and what that means is your boy's going to call the game and otherwise just relax, get stoned, smoke some Luckies, and relax because it's Labor Day. All right? Look, I'm already a couple of minutes late getting on the air. Not a whole time to dilly-dally, but look, if you're brand new to the channel, just give it a shot. It's a great channel for Orioles baseball content. It's live. It's every game. It's a reliable, dependable place to go. And, yeah. Give it a try. Subscribe. It's free. There's a button at the bottom of your screen. It's great. I'll try to do a better sales job later. It's Labor Day, and I got to hurry. So here's today's pitching matchup. Corbin Burnes is on the mound for the Orioles. And for the first time in a long time, he is in a gotta pitch well situation because, man, Burnes has not been too Burnesy the last 2 or 3 starts. And again, he's facing one of the worst teams in the history of the game. So today's a good day to bounce back for Corbin. 12-7 record, 3.23 ERA, 1.13 WHIP. All the numbers still look nice and strong, but they're not as strong as they were a couple of starts ago. Chris Flexen is the pitcher for the White Sox. 2-13 record, ERA of 5.29, WHIP of over 1.5. Ugly stuff. The lineups are going to be right there in front of you. You can take a look, squint if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and get this game up because it's only 3 minutes away from first pitch. Again, I'm a little bit late getting started. Hope everybody's doing well. Here's some more music bed to kill some time. It is raining crazy out here. It's actually starting to not rain as hard, but it has been raining hard and steady out here my way for I don't know how long. It was already happening when I woke up. And, yeah, so flood-like rain going on right now. So fingers crossed that my area isn't going to be damaged too much. One of the things about living out here is that the drainage system in the streets isn't up to par with, say, I don't know, back in the States. Sewers and drains, when there's heavy rain, tend to get backed up, and then that causes flooding, and then trash starts to just pop up out of the ground. It can get kind of nasty out there. So just hoping that's gonna not be too bad tonight. Hey Gerald, thanks for asking. The back is getting better, folks. What's funny is the source of the pain in the lower right back doesn't really hurt much at all right now, but what is going on is this thing running down my right leg that's sort of generated from the back. I still gotta, I'm working on it. I don't know, but it's working its way out. Yeah, I'm working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. What, too early for that? All right. Downtown Baltimore. Ladies and gentlemen, we're home. Look at that skyline. You can't see any crime. I don't see any. I just see a bunch of pretty buildings and cars and people. There's the warehouse. Welcome to Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Folks, if we ever slap some kind of corporate name on our ballpark, I will raise a ruckus. All right. And, Jonathan, you don't have to talk about me like I'm in another room. I'm right here, buddy. My name's BW. Recognize. What are you doing? Same with Erica. Folks, let me introduce myself. Hi. I'm the BirdWatcher. People call me BW for short. Good to meet you. Now that we know each other. Hey, Corbin Burnes is on the mound. Here's the White Sox lineup. Let's get this out of the way. Leading off, playing second base, Nicky Lopez. The DH is Corey Julks batting second. Andrew Benintendi will be in left field batting third. Gavin Sheets, son of Larry, ex-Oriole, will be at first base and hitting cleanup. Corey Lee, the number 5 hitter, doing the catching. Zach Deloach. Boy, I remember he was a great singer for Rage Against the Machine. He'll be in right field batting 6th. Dominic Fletcher will be in center field hitting 7th. Miguel Vargas is at third base hitting 8th. And Jacob Amaya, the shortstop, batting 9th. Folks, I'm going to need some help trying to suss out some of these players. For the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play shortstop. Adley Rutschman will do the catching and bat second. Ryan O'Hearn is at first base batting third. Anthony Santander, the DH and cleanup hitter. Colton Cowser's in left field batting 5th. Ced Mullins in center hitting 6th. Slater in right today batting 7th. Jackson Holliday in the 8th spot. He'll play second base. And finally, Emmanuel Rivera will bat 9th and play third. Folks, the first pitch of the ball game has been delivered by Corbin Burnes for strike 1 to Nicky Lopez, hitting just .235 on the season. I say just. For the White Sox, it's pretty good. And this next pitch is a blooper over the glove of the second baseman Holliday into right center field. So there you go. Not exactly a Zach Eflin kind of day already for Corbin Burnes. He's already given up a hit. 2 pitches into the ball game, but to be fair, it wasn't hit very hard. Just barely got over the glove of the shortstop, or excuse me, of the second baseman. So 1 on, nobody out. And the batter is Corey Julks, .224 average, right-handed hitter. Takes a cut fastball for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Hey, I'm way ahead. What can I tell you, David? I'm super progressive. I'm just ahead of the curve. Here's a check on the runner, and they throw the ball away. Corbin Burnes. No, it's Labor Day. I'm just chilling, and I'm watching things happen. No comments. Corbin Burnes checks on the runner. The throw is low. O'Hearn probably should have kept this from getting away. I kind of have to put this one on O'Hearn, to be honest. Runner now at second base. I got a feeling Burnes will get charged with the error, though. This pitch is swung on and missed by Julks, and the count is 0-2. So let's see how they score that. O'Hearn gets the error, and that's tough on him. Or no, it's not tough on him. Again, he should have caught it. I was thinking they were going to charge it to Burnes. So yeah, Ryan O'Hearn does not catch the pickoff attempt. So the runner at second base, nobody out. 1-2 count on Julks. And here's a slider hit in the air to right center field. And that ball's going to bloop in for a base hit. Nicky Lopez has to stop at third base. And now going into second base after a throw was not cut off is Julks. Folks, 2 batters into the ball game, and the Orioles look like they have a hangover going on right now. I mean, again, just terrible luck. This ball not hit hard. Barely out into the outfield, but out of reach of everybody. A throw back in toward the mound allowed Julks to get up to second base. Second and third, nobody out. And Andrew Benintendi at the plate, and the first pitch to him is a curveball outside by some margin for ball 1. Benintendi, the number 3 hitter in this lineup, leads the team in home runs with 15. Yet his slash line is a .219 average, slugging only .378. That pitch is way off the plate, 2-0. Timeout! Timeout! Hello? Chicago White Sox in town. Hello? Hold on. Corbin. 2-0 count. The pitch. Fouled away off to the right. Good Lord. All right, can we wake up? Hello? Alarm clock? Anyone? What's going on? 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch up and away, 3-1.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. It's not just keep our composure.
3-1 pitch is hit into right center field, and that ball is going to be caught out there by Slater. Lopez tags and scores easily. Julks moves from second to third. It's 1-0 Chicago with another run 90 feet away and only 1 out. That's called getting the job done, driving in a run without the benefit of a hit. Do we need lessons in offense from the White Sox? I'm not negative. I'm not negative. Here's Gavin Sheets. He takes a called strike on the outside corner. Hello, Edward. Uniforms. The White Sox have on their classic road grays with the black lettering. Cursive Chicago across the chest. Orioles wearing their classic home whites with the orange lettering and trim. With the cartoon bird hat, the orange, black and white hat. So nothing out of the ordinary in terms of uniforms today. 1 ball and 1 strike on Gavin Sheets hitting .241. That leads the team. This pitch is in the dirt. And the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a shot of some important people looking important. Cal Ripken among them. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That is a curveball fouled away. The count is 2-2. That ball looked like ball 3. Luckily, Sheets went after it. 2-2 the count. Burnes needs a strikeout right here. The infield appears to be playing up a little bit. All I can see is Gunnar Henderson up on my screen, but he looks like he's up on the edge of the infield grass. Yep, there's the reverse shot. Everybody's up on the edge of the grass. 2-2 count on Sheets is way outside. Man, oh man, what are we doing, Corbin? That is not a pitch that's going to help. Full count now. Here comes the payoff pitch, and that one is swung on and a base hit into left field. The White Sox lead it 2-0. Still only 1 out in the inning. Gavin Sheets with the RBI. 2-0 White Sox in the top of the first. Yeah, we're just going to have to win anyway. And, this is just, whatevs. Corey Lee drills one to left. Okay, that one's not drilled. It's actually shallow, quite shallow. And coming in to make the catch is Colton Cowser. I can't tell anymore. Maybe the way things are going for Burnes lately, I just assume it was drilled. It's a shallow fly ball out, folks. There's 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up Rage Against the Machine frontman Zach De La Rocha. Oh, wait. No, that's not his name? It's not Zach De La Rocha. It's Zach DeLoach. Oh, okay. Well, there's a called strike on the outside corner to Zach DeLoach. Hitting 130 in 10 games. This pitch is a check swing, and he went around, said the home plate umpire. No balls and 2 strikes. This guy should be an easy out. 2-0 White Sox in the top of the first. Chris Flexen, the White Sox pitcher today. How is this Orioles offense going to treat him? Like the 2-13 pitcher he is? There's another check swing, and that is strike 3. Burnes with a strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
But it was a bad top of the first. The White Sox 3 hits. The Orioles make an error. At the end of half an inning, it's Chicago 2, the Orioles coming up to hit. I mean, that is about as ugly as a half inning as it gets, folks. With our ace, quote unquote, I feel like quote unquote is now necessary on the mound. All right, I need to do some inventory. I got a special lucky that it needs to get rolled up, and then I got my regular luckies, but I got to figure out how many I got, and I gotta pace them. I gotta stretch them out. Oh, I'm fine. I got 5 luckies. What's going on, Charm City Chat? How's your Labor Day doing? What's going on today? Any special plans? Any cookouts? Sitting at home chilling? How's my buddy Rob doing today at work? How's your work day doing, sir? Listening to the ball game. You won't believe what happened since yesterday. I'm way less ignorant than yesterday. I've learned a whole lot. Okay, here we go. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. First pitch.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Is low and away for ball 1. Chris Flexen. Fastball, cutter, changeup with a curve and a slider thrown in. There's the cutter, swung on and missed. I remember Flexen coming up with the Mariners, and he had a good start to his career there, and then things went really bad. Gunnar Henderson's got some good numbers off of Flexen lifetime, including a home run. Henderson batting .276 coming into today. He's been struggling lately. This ball's hit in the air, right center field, looking up, and that ball is gone! Bye, Birdie! Get that pitch out of here! Gunnar Henderson! Oh, he needs to get going. The White Sox pitching staff might be just the medicine he needs. His 34th bomb of the season to straightaway right center field. And the Orioles get one back. It's now 2-1. All right.
It's magic, you know. It's magic.
Rutschman at the plate. First pitch is low and outside. Ball one.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Rutschman needs to get going. His average down to .257. His slugging is barely over 400 now. That pitch is outside. It's 2-0. Folks, it's time to get fit facing these White Sox. 2-0 pitch. 3-0. Change up low and away. 3-0 the count. The Orioles looking to respond after giving up 2 in the top of the first. One batter, they got one back. Next batter, ball 4.
I'm walking here.
Oh my God, I'm starting to realize how being a White Sox fan must be terrible. I mean, you get about one win a week. You tune in, you look at a couple of runs scored in the top of the first off the likes of a Corbin Burnes. You got to be getting excited. Next thing you know, here's Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch is swung on and fouled away.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
.267 average, 13 homers, 52 RBI for O'Hearn. 2-1 White Sox, just getting started here. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. And that's a cutter that clips the outside corner for strike 2. So the tying run at first base in the form of Adley Rutschman. 0-2 count on O'Hearn is a pitch up and away for ball 1. It does look like the screen here is just a second or two ahead of me. I might need to head on over to the Yahoo page to see if things aren't spoiled. The 1-2 pitch to O'Hearn is swung on, and that is a line drive base hit in the right center field. Adley Rutschman's turning first to third, and O'Hearn is hustling into second base. It is a double. Second and third, nobody out. Tying run at third. Go ahead run at second. Let's go. Splash it up. Anthony Santander. It's your turn, son. Let's go.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
17th double of the season for O'Hearn. Folks, numbers are popping up on the box score quickly. Santander in search of home run number 40. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he gets it sometime this series. Doesn't have to be right here. A base hit will give us the lead. There's still nobody out. A sac fly ties the ball game. A grounder, not hit right at somebody, ties the ball game. The pitch is a curveball that drops in from head high into the top of the zone for a called strike. Tony is still third in the bigs in homers. Judge and Ohtani, the two above him. Going to be tough to catch those two guys, but he can take the bronze. This pitch is fouled back, and he's in an 0-2 hole right now. Anthony Santander. Folks, you get the feeling the Orioles, with each batter, they're going, well, if that guy got on and that guy got, I can't be the first guy to not get on. I got to keep the line moving. 0-2 pitch is a curveball in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Subscreen rally? I don't know, Nicholas. What do you think, folks? Let's let Tony do his thing, and then we'll head on over. Here comes the 1-2 to Santander. That is a cutter. Swung on and missed. Santander chased one above the zone. That is the first out of the inning. All right. Colton Cowser's coming up. And, folks, look. We went backwards, and now we're up 1. So welcome into the two people that either have subbed up because they're interested in the channel or just do this on a daily basis only to unsub at the end of the game. Either way, welcome in. Here's Colton Cowser. He takes high for ball 1. Cowser hitting .245. Welcome in 2052. There's a curveball that's called a strike wrapping around the zone. Didn't look like a strike to me on the outside corner. But it is a strike in the mind of the umpire. 1-1 the count. Cowser's got one job to do here. That's to drive in at least 1 run. And he takes a cutter inside here. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 White Sox. We're in the bottom of the first. Chicago with a couple of runs on 3 hits and an Oriole error in the top half of the inning. Corbin Burnes struggling. The Orioles responding quickly with a leadoff homer by Gunnar Henderson. And Cowser chases one way outside. Bad swing there. It's 2-2. Come on, Colton. You gotta have blinders on, man. You can't be looking out that far. 2-2 the count. The pitch. And he chased another one. He got a piece of it somehow. No, he didn't. Did he? Okay, he did. Thank God. I mean, this pitch was way off the plate. I don't know how he got a piece of it, but he did. To stay alive. Second and third, 1 out. A 2-2 count on Colton Cowser. 20 pitches already from Flexen, and he chases one up and away to strike out. Damn it, man. Back-to-back strikeouts with runners at second and third and nobody out. Cowser, man, with the strikeouts, dude. Here's Ced Mullins. Needs to come up with a big hit here. Change up and away for ball 1. I mean, Flexen isn't even throwing strikes. Whoops. Maybe that's just...
Said, now you know what to do.
Maybe that's a premonition. 2 down. I don't know why the infield is... I guess maybe they think Mullins might bunt, but the third baseman is right up on the lip of the grass. That's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. I tell you what, if we don't cash in here, whoever called for the sub screen, this pitch is low and outside. Come on now. Maybe a little bugle will get it done for us. Yeah, it's not like the old days of Tony Gwynn and Wade Boggs, is it, Rob? Different kind of game than when I was a kid. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That is a huge curveball. You're calling that a strike? Are you out of your mind, Blue? That ball started over Mullins' head. It never dropped all the way into the zone. It stayed high the whole way.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
2-2 the count. No, just me, parking lot. Just me. 2-2 pitch. And as a ball popped up, second base, inning over. The Orioles score a run on a leadoff home run by Gunnar Henderson. They get runners to second and third and nobody out and can't score against the White Sox. Back-to-back strikeouts and a pop-up on the infield. Man, oh Shivets. That is the opposite of clutch. We're going to head back over now to this screen. And, yeah. That's about enough of that inning. We got one run. Good Lord. All right. Who said go to the sub-screen? All right, it's time. Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas. Nicholas. It's not your fault, man. It's not your fault. Not your fault. Yeah, we got 8 more innings to folks. If you're like, folks, baseball is an 8-inning game where you're down a run, but you play the White Sox. Can you handle it? I'd say, yeah, we should be winning. Down a run with 8 innings to go. It wasn't meant to be a Good Will Hunting impression, but you never know. I'm that talented. Some things happen subconsciously. I don't even know. Too much talent to keep track of over here. It's fine, Nicholas. I'm teasing. Yeah, no. We head over the sub-screen page for rallies. We do it. I just feel like for a team like this we're playing, we shouldn't need to rely on anything. We should just take care of business. No gimmicks needed. You know what I mean? This should be set it and forget it. Here is Dominic Fletcher to lead it off for the White Sox. He takes a called strike. Fletcher hitting .222. Somehow slugging .268. I don't even know how that's possible. How do you slug just 40 points higher than your average? He must have one double. That pitch is off the plate, 1-1 the count. Hey, Bill, thank you. Hope you're doing well yourself. I'm hanging in there. This one is reached for and softly grounded back to Burnes. He flips it to O'Hearn for the out. 1 down. I had no idea that the Nationals had a player named Darren Baker, who is the son of Dusty Baker. And yesterday, Jordan Walker collected 5 hits against the Yankees, becoming the youngest Cardinal to get 5 hits in a ball game since Rogers Hornsby. That is some select company. Here's Miguel Vargas, third baseman, right-handed hitter. First pitch is ball 1. And the next one is a foul ball right behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. This already says pitch 3. Maybe I'll head on over to the Yahoo page. 2-1 White Sox, top of the second. Nobody on, 1 out. 1-1 pitch to Vargas is a cutter on the outside corner. This umpire's got a wide strike zone. It would appear he's given an extra inch or 2 on the outside. So take advantage of that when you're on the mound. 1-2 the count. Did I already have my first lucky? I did, didn't I? Doesn't feel like I did. This pitch is low. That's when you know it's bad. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Did I already have a lucky? Anybody remember me smoking during this game already? 2-2 pitch is inside. 3-2. Come on. Corbin. This is not the guy you have to go to a full count with. The number 8 hitter on the White Sox, batting 173. The pitch reached for, and it's going to be served out in the right center field for a base hit. Burnes gives up another hit, his 4th already, with only 1 out in the second. So he's giving up a hit per out. So he's on pace to give up, I don't know, in a 6-inning performance, 18 hits. We got to get this under control here, Corbin. This team is hitting .219 as a team. At least they were. It might be up to .220 now. Here is Amaya, the shortstop, number 9 hitter, hitting .111. And he takes a called strike. This dude is hitting .111. Come on now. How do you hit .111? I've had a fever higher than that. This pitch is thrown over to first. Not a pitch. It's a check on the runner, who's back in safely. 111. That's not even a great IQ. This pitch is in the dirt. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first, 1 out for the White Sox. Burnes is on 32 pitches, just 1 out in the second inning. Check on the runner, who's back in. Trying to figure out what's going on inside the mind of Corbin Burnes, because something ain't quite right. 1-1 pitch is inside. There goes the runner. The throw down is offline and into center field. And now he gets up to third base with only 1 out. I tell you what, this is ridiculous, man. We can't stop anybody from running all over us. Burnes can't hold anybody. Adley can't throw anybody out. He's either bouncing the ball in there or he's sailing it over. Holiday's not good at handling balls thrown into second base. He's got to figure out a way to keep it from getting into center. Runner at third base with only 1 out now. That's an error on Rutschman. This pitch is fouled back. The count is 2-2. 2 errors for the Orioles. We're only 1 out into the second inning. Two pitch. Curveball right in there. Called strike 3. Sit down. Okay.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Amaya gave up on this pitch. Probably thought it was going to be a high heater. And that ball came tumbling down into the zone for strike 3. Back to the top of the order, Nicky Lopez. He's already got a hit. 2 down, runner at third. Chance to get out of this. There's a curveball called a strike. Wow, this umpire's strike zone. Give yourself 3 inches all the way around, apparently. Uh-oh. Why did I get a pop-up ad? Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and this one is not seen by my eyes. A cut fastball. It's strike 2. He swung and missed. Okay. 2 strikes, 2 down, runner at third. Something's up with Adley, Book Doc. Something's up. This pitch is way outside. Again, no need to waste a pitch that far. Folks, look at that pitch on your screen. Do we really need to throw an 0-2 pitch that far off the plate for an 0-2? I mean, can you make it a little closer to make it a pitch a hitter? Why just give them a free ball? We do it so much. This pitch is fouled at the plate. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. And then Adley had that pass ball in his last start. He didn't play yesterday's game. In his last game, he had a pass ball, which is an error. So back-to-back games with errors for Rutschman. This pitch is a changeup off the plate outside, 2-2 the count. And the rain is picked back up again here. I don't think it's going to get picked up on the microphone, but man, it's another round of hard rain coming through here. 2-2 pitch to Lopez is swung on, and a tapper behind the plate in foul ground will do it again. Burnes is laboring against the Chicago White Sox. 41 pitches. We're only in the second inning. And that is a curveball way the hell off. Full count. Payoff pitch coming to Nicky Lopez. Runner at third. Swing and a miss. Cut fastball just above the zone. Lopez strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Corbin Burnes is able to escape any potential damage here. Right, runner at third remains there. We work around the error. Bottom of the second, coming up 2-1 White Sox. No, nobody's warming up in the bullpen, Dan. You know nobody's warming up. Come on now. It'll be at least another 2 or 3 runs and another 2 innings before they think about doing that. Well, Rob, is there a September bounce back? Because August is over now. Tell me there's a September bounce back. Yep, tying the game would help. Taking the lead would be even better. So, yeah, again, folks, the question remains, did I have a cigarette earlier already or not? Because if not, I want one. I must have had one. All right, let's get to doing a roll job here. Rollin', 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 keep them doobies rollin'. Is that how many series wins the White Sox have on the season? 5? I was just thinking in my head, I was like, I bet you they don't even average 1 a month, but that's right about where they're at. 1 series win per month for the White Sox. Here's Austin Slater. First pitch is ball 1.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
1-0 to Slater is a fastball high, 2-0. 2-0 pitch is hitting the right field and will get down for a base hit. Leadoff single for Slater. And here we go. Turn on the faucet. Jackson Holiday at the plate, folks. First pitch is a curveball way outside, ball one. Check on the runner, and back in safely is Slater. Runner at first, nobody out. Holiday with a 1-0 count. Next pitch is outside, 2-0. Folks, stay tuned. Later on, there'll be some cakes on the griddle. It doesn't make any sense, but it'll be on later. This pitch is a called strike, a four-seam fastball just catching the bottom of the zone outside corner. 2-1 the count. What are cakes on the griddle, you ask? I'm so happy you did. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That is a cutter for called strike 2. Check on the runner. Slater back in. I think I've been noticing with Holiday lately now, he is trying more to take pitches until he gets to 2 strikes, but it's almost a little too obvious that you can throw strikes and get to 2 strikes without getting a swing out of him. He reaches for one off the plate here, gets a piece to stay alive, 2-2. Here's a ball hit toward left field. Gonna slice into the stand. Well, off the wall near the stands down the left field foul line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at first. Austin Slater. He's got some speed. They could put him in motion here at some point, though Holiday tends to strike out a lot. 2-2 pitch is fouled off to the right. We'll do it again. But I don't know anything about this catcher here and his ability to throw out base runners. I'm assuming not that well. Pretty good looking crowd here on Labor Day. And the weather looks really nice. This ball is hit in the air to left center field and will be caught out there by the left fielder. Is that Benintendi for the first out of the inning. Emmanuel Rivera, who's in the 9 hole today, is up now.
Mr. Emmanuel Lewis.
Yeah, Benintendi's in the left. Just making sure. 1 out, runner at first, and Rivera at the plate. First pitch to him is a cutter low for ball 1. The Orioles half a game behind the Yankees. They've played 1 more game than they have, and they lost it. So it's 1 game back in the loss column, half a game back in the division. 2-0 now on Rivera. And remember, folks, when we are even in the division, even record, we do have an advantage with the tiebreaker for now and in good shape to hold it at the end of the season. 3 games left to play head-to-head with the Yankees. If the Orioles just win one of those 3, they will win that season series and have the tiebreaker if the 2 teams were to finish with an even record. They would win the division. This pitch is a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Rivera. 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the second. And now it's starting to get extremely humid in my room. It was nice having the door open. Had some cool air blowing in with the rain, but the rain started to die down, and then it picked back up, and now for whatever reason it feels like a rainforest in here right now. I gotta make an adjustment. Here's a check on the runner. Slater's back. He's still there at first base. And not a very big J, but that ought to do. 3-1 pitch coming to Rivera is reached for and hit into right field, and will be caught out there by the right fielder, 2 away. Not a very good pitch on 3-1. That was on the outside part of the plate. Rivera barely got anything on it, only able to lift it out to medium to shallow right field for an easy out number 2. Back to the top of the order. Here's Gunnar Henderson.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Homered to begin the ball game, the only run for the Orioles so far. First pitch is swung on and missed. He chased a cutter low and in. Yeah, I'm sweating now. I can just feel sweat beginning to collect on my brow. Man, things change fast around here. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that is taken low and in. Same location as the last pitch, pretty much. 1-1 the count. Yeah, I got to turn the aircon back on. My goodness. Whew. 1-2 pitch to Gunnar. Oh, we got to check on the runner again. Slater's back in again. 2 down. Slater at first base. 2-1 White Sox. Henderson, who's got a solo home run, at the plate with a 1-2 count. And again, they check on Slater. So he's definitely been checked twice in this AB. Maybe Slater will take off. They're treating him like he's Vince Coleman in his prime right now. Is that Brandon Hyde out? Brandon Hyde stepped out of the dugout for a moment, but he's back leaning on the top step again. 1-2 pitch to Gunnar is in the dirt, 2-2. That's not a joint, man. That's not a joint. 2-2 pitch. Taken low and away, full count. Come on, Gunnar. Two down. The runner at first will be off with the delivery. Payoff pitch to Gunnar is swung on and hit toward first base. The first baseman had momentary trouble with it, but picks it up, flips it to the pitcher, who covers the bag and ends the inning. The Orioles get a runner on, they can't score. They've committed 2 errors in the ball game, 1 run on 3 hits. The White Sox 2 runs on 4 hits as we head to the third inning, 2-1 White Sox. Can you hear the rain now? Yeah, it's pretty loud. It is coming down. All right, let's light up. Folks, it's Labor Day, which means don't work. It means sit on your butt, relax. Life is hard, and everybody deserves some time to just sit back, watch some baseball, and smoke some dope. It's a beautiful morning. Ooh, ah. Oh, yeah. Look at this beautiful Labor Day here at 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of a torrential downpour. Oh, it feels like Labor Day. Edward, I think I'm having it right now. That's right, Rod, and I'm representing. I'm like the Johnny Appleseed. Folks, join in. Take a puff. Puff, puff, pass. Hell yeah, they got good green Mick. Look at it. Here's the shipment that came in yesterday. I know. Get yourself about, that's about a 1 month supply. That'll set you back 1,600 baht. How much is 1,600 baht, you ask? $50. That's $50 worth of weed out here. You'd be paying 10 times that back in the States. Here's the pitch to Corey Julks on 1-0, and that is a called strike. A cutter on the inside corner, belt high. Whoops, the music is still on. Sorry. Yep, folks, believe me, if you think, oh, I can't go out there for a visit, it costs money to, well, guess what? If you stay out here for a month, this trip will pay for itself. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, Jared, I live in an apartment, and it's small. I'd rather not have it 30%, crops. Hey, well, the weed might be cheaper. The cost of living ain't. 3-1 the count. And that's ball 4. Corbin Burnes is not treating this White Sox team like the team they are. What are you doing walking the leadoff man, dude? That's Corey Julks, not Corey Seager. Here's Andrew Benintendi. Runner at first, nobody out after the leadoff walk. And another check on the base runner. Folks, I don't mind for $50 to get a month's supply. I mean, that comes out to like $1.50 a day. I think I'm okay with not being a farmer. This pitch is off the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. Now, if I were back in the States, yeah, I get you. But out here, my way is okay. 1-0 on Andrew Benintendi. This pitch is off the plate. 2-0 of the count. Hey, Nick's at the game today. Come on, Nick. Spread the word about the bird. No, Fitz, you're not dreaming. You are, in fact, in the coolest live stream sports channel chat room right now on YouTube. It's not a dream. It's a reality. 3-0 the count on Benintendi, and Corbin Burnes is driving me nuts right now. 51 pitches, nobody out in the third. There is a cut fastball called a strike, belt high on the outer half of the plate. 3-1 the count. You doing all right there, Fitz?
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
3-1 pitch. Pops straight up. Gunnar Henderson, just a few steps now onto the outfield grass, makes the catch for out number 1. Benintendi retired. Gavin Sheets up next. El good is all good. Oh, is it? Oh, that's right. Labor Day is the hot dog eating competition. Here's a changeup. Ooh, that was a curveball. Line foul by Sheets out in front of it. Oh, 1 pitch. First a check on the runner, and again back safe. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Afternoon baseball on a Monday. Won't be too many of these kind of games left this season. This pitch is hit on the ground and past the diving glove of Holiday into right field. Going first to third, the lead runner, Jolks. It is first and third with 1 out here for the White Sox. And Corbin Burnes, I'm sorry, this is not ace stuff. I'm running out of reasons for Corbin Burnes right now to excuse why he's not been very good lately. I got the first bad start because what do you expect? Every pitcher's going to have them. 2 in a row, I'm like, geez, that's a little concerning. But, he'll face the White Sox next. That'll be fine. Well, it's not looking all that fine. This pitch is fouled away by Corey Lee. 56 pitches with 1 out in the third. He's given up a pair of runs. He's given up 5 hits. He's made an error. Here comes the 0-1, and that ball is hit softly on the ground. Gunnar will flip to second for 1. Holiday to first, 2, a double play, and we get out of the damn inning. Holy cow. All right, well, I think the word we're all looking for is whew. Right? Whew. Whew. Book Doc, are you really happy with Holiday defensively? I mean, I'm not. I think he will eventually become, pretty good out there. But right now, Holiday to me worries me up the middle. And we've already seen Gunnar go through a bad stretch of defensive play. I hope that's over with. James, that's a whole lot of comment. Thomas, wait, Fitz. I wanna clip this. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Fitzpatrick wants to take credit for that DP. All right, Fitz, the credit is all yours for that DP. This is the third game he'd started where he's done horrible, and this man is commanding more money for next year. Not the best way to show other teams that you're worth what you want. I mean, James, I'm not saying you're wrong, but, I mean, let's be fair. Up until 10 days ago or whatever, we're basically saying with this comment that he does deserve the money. So for the first near 5 months of the season, everything's hunky-dory. 10 days later, we're talking about, what are you commanding all this money for? Now, I understand what you're saying, but I mean, That's why we got to make a decision. That's why other teams in the free agent market, they got to make a decision. They're going to look at Corbin Burnes, and they're going to make up their minds as to how much he's worth. You know? Wow, I already see the first pitch to Adley Rutschman is going to be way the hell off the plate. And here it is. There it is, a curveball way off the plate. Folks, bottom of the third.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Fitz takes credit for that DP. Fitz, there's no follow-up comment. What happened? There's a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. On the outside corner. Come on, Fitz. We're buddies, man. We're supposed to trade jabs. Remember? This pitch is hit to left field, shallow, and it's going to dunk in there. Adley Rutschman. Well, the uppercut swing works out when it's hit not off the sweet spot of the bat. This ball is just probably hit off the lower part of the bat. And Adley just sort of muscles it, bloops it into the opposite field for a base hit to lead off the bottom of the third. Leadoff man on base. Ryan O'Hearn is at the plate, and that pitch is just a bit outside.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
O'Hearn doubled his first time up. It's time for Baltimore to level it up and pass these White Sox on by. Let's go. 1-0 pitch up and away. This tracker is like 2 pitches ahead of me now. We're going to have to head on over to Yahoo. I'm sorry. Just to see if things are a little bit better. They have strike 1 already on O'Hearn, so this looks about 1 pitch away, and there's the strike. It's a swing and a miss on a changeup. Low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike on Ryan O'Hearn. Oh, Fitz. I'm sorry about that last comment. Ah, jeez. 3-1 the count on Ryan O'Hearn. Come on, folks. Three balls, 1 strike, nobody out, runner at first. That's the tying run. The pitch is fouled straight back, 3-2. 3-1. You got a gun. One more time, folks. Come on, Charm City chat. Oh, so it's not a DP video. Okay, Fitz. Thanks for clearing that up. That pitch is up and away for ball 4. Folks.
I'm walking here.
Flexen is in trouble. We got 2 on and nobody out. Tying run now in scoring position. Can we execute? That's the question. We've had something going on in every inning, but the only run was the very first batter going yard. Everything else has just been a whole lot of stuff with no payoff.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
We need a payoff. Look at Andy Aikenhead coming in with the hot take. First pitch to Santander. Changeup called a strike at the very top of the zone. Tony is 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. The 0-1 from Flexen is way off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. First and second, nobody out. Tying run at second. Go ahead and run at first. We're only in the bottom of the third. But we're playing the White Sox, and we want to hurry up and get in the lead here. Pitch. That one's hit in the air. Right field, down the line, and out of play. back into the stands. 1-2 the count on Anthony Santander. Third most home runs in baseball, one shy of 40. And there's a spray chart of every home run he's hit this season. Looks like about 2/3 of them coming toward right field. And that makes sense as he spends most of his times hitting left-handed. That ball's hit hard and will get down for a base hit. They're going to send Rutschman home. He will score. This ball game is tied. Still nobody out. 2-2 ball game. All right, folks, splash it up. You better get wet. You better get wet, especially if Fitzy's making a DP video. All right, maybe that was a bridge too far. All right, Fitz, that was a bridge too far.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
Folks, we got a meeting on the mound here for the White Sox. Jeez. Is it though, Fitzy? Is it? Hey, Fitz, I'll let you know when your jokes get old. As soon as you tell one. See, Fitz, that's called being quick-witted and clever. It's a talent, my friend. You can sit here and tell me my joke is getting old, but I'm still a funny guy. And there's nothing you can do about it, Fitz. Embrace it. You got a friend who's hilarious. Some people don't have that. Here's Colton Cowser. First pitch is off the plate outside for ball one. Cowser, do anything but strike out and make your boy happy. See? Everybody loves it. What, like a clown? Do I amuse you? That's a called strike at the bottom of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. First and third, nobody out, a run in. 2-2 ball game. Get them cows up in the chat, folks. Let's herd them in here. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. And the catcher can't find it, but everybody will stay put. That ball never got more than a foot away from the catcher. But he had no clue where it was for a moment. Kind of rolled near the umpire there. Folks, come on now. The 2-1 pitch is way off the plate outside. 3-1. That's right, it's the double bugle. The 3-1 pitch to Cowser is swung on and fouled away, full count. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the third. The Orioles have had opportunities early. They did not cash them in. Second and third, nobody out comes to mind. But right now, they've got a golden opportunity to take the lead. First and third, nobody out. Full count to Cowser. The pitch swung on, fouled off to the right. And we'll do it again. Cowser, buddy, just put that ball in play. Come on, buddy. Crowd is making noise here at the ballpark. They want to see it. They want to see the milkman deliver. Check on the runner at first. He's back. On deck is Cedric Mullins. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Good grief, man. Flexen has 3 strikeouts today, 2 of them by Cowser, both of them in spots where, God damn it, man. What is going on? Oh, it's driving me nuts. 1 out. Ced Mullins is coming up. And you know, this time it's on me. This time it's on me. I'm calling it. Ced shows bunt. He pulls the bat back for ball 1. 2-2 ball game. Bottom of the third. 1-0 the count to Mullins. Runners at the corners. They're at double play depth in the middle for the White Sox. The corner infield is up. There's a big curveball that clips the top of the zone for strike 1. I mean, you can't do anything with that pitch. Except as a left-handed hitter, hit it out to left field for an out. 1-1 the count. Pitch. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 1-2. Put the ball in play, for the love of God. We keep getting runners on. We can't just make contact with a guy at third base. Just put the goddamn ball in play, please. You're driving me crazy. The 1-2 pitch. 2-2. White Sox are good. Chill, man. Hey, first of all, I don't know you. You don't show up to my stream for the first time and tell me to chill. I'll behave however the hell I please. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Mullins strikes out. Am I allowed to be upset now, new guy? Every day. Every day. Mullins strikes out. We can't put the ball in play, but apparently I'm not allowed to be upset about it. I'm not allowed to be upset about second and third, nobody out, can't score, and now back-to-back strikeouts, first and third, nobody out. I'm not allowed to be upset about that. Okay, makes sense. Here's Austin Slater. First pitch is a called strike. 2-2 ball game, 2 out, runners at first and third, bottom of the third inning. Flexen on 74 pitches. And the pitch is up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, maybe. Oh, good. I don't know. Every day it's somebody. Just some person that wants to introduce themselves. Now, I put money on you to be annoying in my chat. And guess what? I've struck gold. Here's a line drive. Base hit down the left field line. 1 run scores. 2 runs will score, and the Orioles have taken a 4-2 lead, and anybody who doesn't like the way I call a game can kiss my big, fat, white ass. All right.
It's magic. You know.
God. It is 3-2. Wait a minute. Only 1 run scored? How the hell did only 1 run score? It's 3-2. There's a curveball to Jackson Holiday for strike 1. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. How did Tony only... What? What? All right. Second and third, 2 down. 3-2 Baltimore. I stink. This pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's activity in the Chicago pen. Fraser Ellard, a lefty, getting loose. Yeah, but he's not Eloy Jimenez slow. Tony can hustle it when he's in the mood. I've seen Tony bust ass. Now, see, Fitzy, that's a joke, Fitzy. You see, Fitzy has proven he is clever. Folks, I said I stink. I should take a shower. That's so funny, it's almost just plain logical. Hey, it's a 1-2 count on Jackson Holiday. Oh, my goodness. All right, here's the pitch. That ball's hit on the ground and off the right foul. The irony of that play call, I mean, what do you want me to do? Hey, Fitz, I'm just teasing. Your comedy is fantastic, man. Come on. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Holiday. Flexen has thrown 80 pitches. He's still in the 3rd inning. The pitch. Up and away, ball 2. I mean, yeah. We've got a lead, but boy, it should be 6-2. It really should. One more big hit here, and I'll feel a whole lot better. Come on, Jackson. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Inning over. My, oh my, oh my. All right, let's not all pile on fit. Look, folks, let me backtrack here for a sec. Folks, we got a 3-2 lead. We're going into the 4th inning. Folks, Thomas Fitzpatrick is a fantastic content creator on YouTube. Fitzy. I'm going to go right to your channel just like this. See that? And then I'm going to dump your link right in myself. Folks, we got a break. Head on over and subscribe to Fitz's channel. He's on the road to 1,500 subs. Let's help out Fitz's channel today for being a good sport. We've got a couple of minutes, so if you click on that link right there, it'll take you right to his page. Hit subscribe and come right the hell back. All right? Thanks. You see, Fitz? I'm looking out for you, buddy. I'm looking out for you.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Hoo ha. Hoo ha. Folks. I mean, I've been watching every pitch of every game all season long, all right? I'm not saying that means I have free reign to do or say whatever the hell I want, but I feel completely justified for vocalizing my frustration after that second out number 2 on a third base nobody out situation in a game that we're losing against a team that is historically one of the worst teams of all time. Can you kind of understand why I might get a little frustrated with just the inability to just make contact in some of these situations? That's all. I just needed to vent. It happens. And again, folks, you might say I'm a hypocrite. You might say, well, some other people in here, they say something negative and you throw them out. Well, if you can't tell the difference between breaking down a specific problem when it's happening in real time versus having just a general overall pessimistic view of the team, then I don't know what to tell you. You can't differentiate between those two things. I don't know what to tell you. Top of the 4th inning. Zach DeLoach is at the plate. He's got a 1-1 count. Next pitch is outside, 2-1. Corbin Burnes, find the strike zone, dude. You got to lead. Like right now, I'm frustrated with Burnes. He's supposed to be the ace. He's not pitched like it recently, and against this White Sox team, you gotta be good, man. There's a curveball in there for a strike. 2-2 the count on DeLoach. Burnes is on 61 pitches, and this one is going to be a blooper again. That ball just sort of swerved its way into center field for a leadoff single. Burnes is laboring. Yeah, I'm worried too. I mean, I'm frustrated in the moment, and then when the game is over, David, that's when the worry sets in. Right now it's frustration, because you're watching events unfold. The worry is, that's what I do between the games. There's a curveball to Fletcher for a called strike. Thanks, the man. Dominic Fletcher's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Here's a check on the runner at first base. He's back in. By the way, folks, as badly as Burnes is at holding on base runners, I looked at the starting lineup for the White Sox today. You know who the player with the highest amount of steals is on this lineup? I can't tell you. It's a tie, though, between two guys with 5. So the stolen base king in this lineup has 5 steals. That's, If Burnes is going to face a team where maybe he can work around his inability to hold the runners, it should be this team. 0-2 pitch to Fletcher is off the plate with a changeup. Again, he'll get ahead, and he'll throw a pitch a foot or more off the plate. He's not being very economical with his pitches. And this cutter is low. The count even up at 2-2. Runner at first, nobody out in the top of the 4th, and there's a second check on said runner. And now we just cut right back, and that's a called strike 3. It's a terrible call by the umpire. Burnes gets his 4th strikeout. It's looking against Fletcher, who should rightfully be really pissed off.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
By the way, my broadcast just skipped ahead. It showed Burnes checking on the runner, and then it just snap of a finger. I was looking at the next pitch. Another check on the runner, now with a new batter coming up to the plate. Who is it, you ask? I don't know. I'm stalling until I can see him. There he is. I still don't know who he is. I think it's the catcher. Or no, it's Vargas, the number 8 hitter. Swing and a miss. Vargas with a hit his first time up. 6 hits off of Burnes through 3 1/3 innings. He's also had a leadoff walk in the game. This pitch is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on a sinker. Next pitch from Burnes will be number 70. Check on the runner. He's back. So that's 2 checks, I believe, already in this at-bat. And everybody's staring toward the first base dugout about something, but whatever it is, it's over. For a moment, the umpire, the catcher, the batter, everybody was just staring toward the dugout on the first base side. But we're back underway here. Burnes from the stretch. And the 1-1 pitch is reached for on a pitch low and fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's your scoring summary, folks. In the top of the first, a sac fly by Andrew Benintendi scored Nicky Lopez. Gavin Sheets scored Corey Julks with an RBI single. Gunnar Henderson responded in the bottom of the first with a solo shot to lead off for the Orioles, 420 feet. And then the Orioles, in the bottom of the third, took the lead. RBI single by Anthony Santander, scoring Adley Rutschman. And a double by Austin Slater scored Ryan O'Hearn. This pitch is low and in, and the count now 2-2 on Vargas, who I have to keep referring to remember what his first name even is. Miguel. Okay. Miguel Vargas. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out in the top of the 4th. The pitch is hit on the ground, and the third baseman goes to second for 1, back to first, and they call that a double play. That looked close. Double play for Baltimore, but we're still waiting. I see the base runners out there. He doesn't think he got beat. It looked very close. Here's a replay, And that ball's not in yet. The foot. Oof. I mean, if they want a challenge here, they could. But it is also right on a tie. It really is. But a tie is supposed to go to the runner. But you also need indisputable evidence. Well, the runner's still standing out there. By the way, you can see on your screen, they've already said this inning is over. It looks like they will challenge this. And again, folks, from the live play, yeah, he's safe. He's safe. That's the shot you need right there. That ball is not yet in the glove. It might be on its way into the glove, but it's not touching any part of the glove, and that foot is on the base. So the White Sox should win this challenge. The White Sox should win this challenge, but again, things can get a little weird. Oh, well, there you go. Well, there's not only one out, so that's wrong. It looks like the scoreboard is already saying that the White Sox have won the challenge. They've put one out on the board, though. It was a double play ball that would have ended the inning, correct? So they got the first out at second. There should be two down, I think. Here's the call by the ump. Runner is out at second. Runner is out at first. Really? Wow. Folks, the White Sox have lost their challenge, and he's out. He's out, bro. Now, what's the bro for? Is that to tell me that I'm an idiot, David? What's the bro about? What's the bro about? I mean, I'm sitting here calling it. You're watching it along with me, right? I mean, what did I say that was out of line? It looked pretty damn safe to me. If a tie is supposed to go to the runner. We're just bros? All right, David. Just making sure. Folks, these middle of the night games, I'm telling you. Oh, you're 20 seconds behind. I got you. Okay. It's like me in bed. Yeah, so we've got a lead. In spite of not playing very well. No problem, David. My bad. My bad, man. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, that would be an example of ignorance. Okay, now I get it, Chilo. Now I get it. Now I get it. We're bros. All right, we're bros. All right.
This being Baltimore and all.
David, you put the O in bro, my friend. David is my bro. My bro. So the Orioles now have a hot dog race. Has this been around a while? I mean, I kind of liked how we were the maybe one team that didn't do it. Here's Emmanuel Rivera to lead things off for Baltimore. And he'll foul a pitch behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't take this the wrong way. Oh, that's always a good way to start a comment. But I'm honestly shocked we have a lead considering how we are playing and how Burnes is pitched. I mean, I'm not shocked because it's the White Sox. But, yeah, against anybody else, it would be a shock. We are not playing like a team that should be winning right now, but we're playing a team that is really, really bad. 2 balls and 1 strike on Rivera now. I know, right? Oh, so is that the thing? I'm defensive. Well, you know what a great solution is to accusing people of being defensive? is to state that publicly, because that always makes anybody, whether they're defensive or not, the last thing they'll do is be defensive after being labeled as such publicly. 3-1 the pitch is swung on and missed, and the count is 3-2. So, yeah, if that's my label, I'll wear the badge. All right, I'm defensive. What can I tell you? I think defense wins championships. Full count on Emmanuel Rivera, and the pitch is hit up the middle. A base hit for Rivera. Leadoff single. Soundboard? Well, there's a reason. You guys.
Mr. Emmanuel Lewis.
Just had a base hit. Am I working the man? Gunnar Henderson at the plate. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 0-1 the count. 3-2 Orioles, bottom of the fourth. Runner at first, nobody out. Flexen is on 89 pitches. This will be his final inning, you would think. They've already had somebody up in the bullpen in the last inning. This pitch is outside and low. 1 ball and 1 strike. You know what? 2-1 the count. Yep. This is a ground ball, second base. Tries to throw to second base, and that throw is wild. So that will be an error, allowing Gunnar Henderson to reach. Force play attempt at second is screwed up here by the White Sox on a low throw that wound up in shallow left field. No advancement after the throw, but first and second now, nobody out. I'm just going to try to call the ball game. Here's Adley Rutschman. There's a called strike. Seems the more I attempt to engage with the audience and the more time goes by, the less charming things get around here. 0-1 the count. This pitch is up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. The great thing about my behavior is that it's all documented. 140 games worth of calling. All can be looked at. This ball is hit on the ground to third base and going to be thrown on a bounce after tagging the bag at third. So that's going to be another fielder's choice situation. But a bit of an odd fielder's choice. So it's Vargas, the third baseman, fielding it, tags the third base bag, throws across to first for a double play, but the throw is late. At the end of the day, it's a fielder's choice for Rutschman, first and second, and that's going to do it for Chris Flexen. His day is over. What is, who's coming up? Tony or somebody? O'Hearn? They're probably going to a lefty here. Ryan O'Hearn's due up next, then Tony, then Cowser, then Mullins. So 3 out of the 4 next batters left-handed, and then the other one's a switch. So assume a lefty for the White Sox is coming out here with 1 out, 2 on in the bottom of the fourth. The Orioles lead at 3-2. We got a break. Labor Day, everybody. Happy holidays. Anybody enjoying the content? Just wondering. Sometimes these days I'm trying to figure out if anyone is even enjoying what I'm doing anymore. You'd hope the positive and negative feedback would sort of be even. Feels a little bit uneven lately. Fraser Ellard is the relief pitcher. Left-hander making his 12th appearance of the season. ERA of 4.66. Nine and 2/3 innings. That's it. Man, a lot of these guys. I wonder how many players this White Sox team has gone through, pitchers and hitters, throughout this season, just trying to find somebody that can help. Here we go. Ryan O'Hearn is at the plate.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
And he turns on a first pitch, fouls it away off to the left. First and second, one out. O'Hearn's been on base 2 times already, a walk and an double. He scored a run. 269 average. Lefty on lefty here. 0-1 pitch is a slider. Looks like it caught the inside corner, but Ellard does not get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thanks for the positive feedback, folks. I need it. Seemingly once a day now. This pitch is off the plate. I'm not going to lie. I kind of need it about once a game these days. Two balls, 1 strike on Ellard. Pitch to O'Hearn is hit on the ground. First base, he'll tag the bag himself for the second out of the inning. Both runners advance. Second and third, 2 down. And we need a big hit from Tony right now.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
I mean right now. This is the moment. In fact, you know what? They're going to pitch around him. They're going to pitch around him. If they were smart, they would. And they did. Tony has been put on base. Tony's been put straight on base. Here comes Cowser. I should have seen that coming earlier. Base open, 2 down with Cowser up next, and he's been struggling. Lefty on lefty. Makes all the sense in the world. First pitch to Cowser is outside for ball 1. Folks, get them cows up. It's going to be up to Colton to do something. He lays off again, 2-0. Against lefties, Cowser's 239, righties 247. It's not that big of a difference, but the slugging is certainly higher against righties. That is a swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Bases are loaded, folks, with 2 down, and Cowser needs a big hit. The 2-1, that ball's hit into left center field and going to be caught for out number 3 by the center fielder. The Orioles leave them loaded. We go to the 5th inning. We lead at 3-2. Man, we can't make a White Sox win easy, can we? BW, it's not easy to have so many subscribers in so little time. You're doing something right. Well, I hope I am, Ricardo. I worry every day about my channel and whether or not it's going to work out. It's just a part of me. It's a part of... Look, folks, I'm a flawed person. What you see is what you get. But I'm the real McCoy. You know, if you remember that scene from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with John Candy explaining to Steve Martin in that hotel room, that you're like, yeah, I might be a little bit annoying. You might find me obnoxious. But you know what? I'm a good person. I like me. And I'm okay with it. I just expect a certain percentage of people to just really not like me because of my personality. It's just, what am I going to do? It's just weird to transfer it from real life into a YouTube channel and sort of see it play out the same. Like memories of high school, memories of a workplace environment, memories of circles of friends. Now it's all happening again on a YouTube chat page. Everything just transfers over, I guess. I don't know. I'm just another freak in the freak kingdom, folks. We're all quite different, but we're all very much the same. Isn't that the case? Here's Amaya. Jacob Amaya, 9-1-2 due up for the White Sox. He looks at a called strike. Cut fastball. Top of the zone. If there's one thing and no one's ever called me, it's bland. Although I think a lot of people would prefer that I'd be more bland. This pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. We got over 200 people hanging out here on a Labor Day ball game, folks. Let's enjoy the rest of the game, shall we? We've got a lead. 0-2 pitch is fouled away. We'll do it again. Curveball from Burnes on that pitch. I'm starting to get hungry and I've got no snacks. That is a problem. I did not prepare for this. Yep. I've got another beverage, though. 1-2 strikes on Amaya after that last pitch was ball one. And here's a slider off the plate, 2-2. Burnes got ahead 0-2. Now the count is even up. 77 pitches, nobody out in the fifth. This ball's hit back up the middle. Holiday backhands it behind the second base bag over to first in time for out number one. Solid fielding there by Holiday. Do you have a P.O. box? I don't. Zinks, but people have talked about it. I'm going to try to set something up, but to be honest, I don't know. I don't know how to do it living out here, but I'll see what I can do. Probably not something I'll figure out until the off season. This pitch is fouled away by Nicky Lopez. Back to the top of the order here for the White Sox. Third time through. Lopez 1 for 2, singled and scored back in the first. This pitch is off the plate outside, 1-1 the count. Oh, yeah, the home run derby was a lot of fun to call. That was just a hangout. No pressure to, do nothing but hang out. This pitch is low, 2-1 on Lopez. 81 pitches for Burnes with one out in the fifth. As long as he can just not give up any more runs, hold this lead before he exits, then it's an improvement from the previous couple of outings. There's a called strike. But still, this is not the Corbin Burnes you want to be seeing in October. A guy that's laboring against the likes of the White Sox. There's a curveball, check swing, appeal, no swing. And that's what I'm talking about. We're back to another full count here. Is that right today? 2 for 11 runners in scoring position? That sounds about right. A lot of opportunities. Not cashing in. Payoff pitch is hit on the ground, right side. A bounce to O'Hearn. He'll take it unassisted to the bag for the second out here in the fifth. Changeup ain't working out, says Jonathan. Well, if you remember his last start, he was extra in love with the curveball, and that finally got him in trouble. Threw a hanger to, who was it? Who destroyed that breaking ball 5 games ago? Gosh, I can't remember. Teoscar Hernandez. Yeah, Teoscar Hernandez out in L.A. 0-1 the count on Corey Julks. He's reached base twice today. A hit and a walk and a run scored. 0-1 pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on. Be me. I've got to be me. I've got to be me. What else can I be? Hey, it's 2-1 now. And the pitch. Swung on and missed on a cutter. Bottom of the zone, outside corner. Nice location from Burnes on that pitch. That's right. Come on, Burnesy. Let's get in the zone here. 2-2 pitch. That had some nice movement on a slider. Ground ball to short. And Gunnar will fire it over to first in time to win the inning. Halfway through this one, folks, the Orioles lead at 3-2. Oh, my. Folks, Stewie wants to stop by and say something.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
Is that right, Stewie? An opportunity to join in glorious battle? Well, I'll take you up on that. Folks, if you're watching along right now and you're not a member of the Charm City chat, which you don't have to chat. You can just sit back and enjoy the ball game. Either way, folks, if you want to support the channel and see it hang around for a little bit, please consider subscribing. There's a button at the bottom of your screen, your device, whatever you got. It's free. It's just a tap of the old button. And it'll just, I'll show up in your recommends, you know, or your list of other subscribed channels for easier access. Helps you out if you want to ever watch an Orioles game, and then helps the channel out because the more subscribers, the more the channel gets pushed out there by YouTube to new people, new faces who have no idea that this channel even exists. So that's the purpose of it all, folks. It's not for clout. It's to just grow. Speaking of growing, what a segue that was. 2061, folks. We'll be up to 2100 here sometime during this homestand, maybe before the end of this series against the White Sox. I know, David. I know, Erica. Oh, Jonathan, the membership, the what do you call it? Yeah, magic member thing. It's nothing to feel any guilt about. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. Totally fine. Understandable. Said Mullins is at the plate. First pitch to him is strike one.
Well said, now you know what to do.
And Ellard, the lefty, is still out here on the mound. Next pitch is a ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Mullins, who's 0 for 2 so far today. The pitcher is in sunlight. The batter and the plate are in shadow. So that could be having an effect right now on the hitters. Count now 2-1 on Mullins. This pitch is swung on and grounded foul right-hand side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, if they're going to do it, David, they better hurry up so that he can get back and get a start or 2 in before the playoffs. We can't be having him. This ball's going to get lifted and served in a center field for a base hit. Ced Mullins with a leadoff single here in the 5th. Turn on the sprinkler and turn on the faucet. And I want to see him steal a base. Ced's been doing a lot of running lately, and I like to see it. Hey, Gibney, I appreciate it. And you know what? For those that are Magic members, I mean, again, it's not a bad deal. If you are hanging around most of the time, 17 cents a ball game on average is what it works out to. I don't know what else is out there available for 17 cents for a few hours of entertainment, folks. Let me know. Actually, don't. I don't want to know what you can get for 17 cents. It's probably something not too appealing. Here's a check on the runner. Runner's back in safely. Austin Slater is at the plate, by the way.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
With an 0-1 count. This pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We are in the bottom of the 5th. The Orioles lead it by 1. They should be leading by a lot more. Let's add on. The pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stella! Oh, boy. I think that thing in my back is starting to act up. There's a slider that gets away. The runner is trying to get the second on a... Wow, the ball came straight back off of the backstop. The catcher was able to throw down a second rather quickly, and Mullins is just able to get in there on the wild pitch. Bounced right back to the catcher. He didn't have to move, and he throws a strike. I mean, folks... We nearly had the worst of luck on a wild pitch there, but Mullins, if it was anybody other than Mullins, actively on the roster anyway, Mateo would have made it in there. That ball gets away, and it hits the batter. Slater is hit on the foot. First and second, nobody out.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
Folks, time for a rally. Let's go.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get late.
First and second, nobody out. Yeah, again, a right-hander for the White Sox. Cool. Kuhl is getting loose. Here's a bunt shown by Jackson Holliday. He brings the bat back, and it's a called strike, and that was outside. What the hell was that? Holliday 0 for 2. Let's see if he tries the bunt again. He's showing it, and he fouls it away. What the hell was that? That was not a pitch to even offer at. It was inside, and he pops it up foul and out of play. So just like that, Holliday's got to work with an 0-2 count. Without even really... Yeah. The 0-2 pitch. Comebacker to the pitcher. He goes to second for one, and that's all they'll get. So first and third, one down. You got Mullins and Holiday on the bases. Speed for days. One out in the inning. Can we execute and get at least one run in here? By the way, the pitcher's throw to second was high. Amaya barely keeping his foot on the bag. And apparently the umpires are going to take a look at this, whether or not his foot was on the bag. I didn't even take a look at the replay. I was sort of zoning out, to be honest. I'm going to light up my special lucky. Oh, his foot is off the bag. His foot, everybody's safe. And if the umpires are reviewing this on their own, I don't know if we've challenged or not, but folks, he's safe. And this time, I mean it. I mean it this time. Everybody's safe. Everybody's safe. And it wasn't even an Orioles challenge. It was a good old-fashioned review. So bases loaded, nobody out. Folks. Is it Emmanuel Rivera coming up? Here comes the White Sox manager. Oh, wait. Grady Sizemore is the manager now, right? This might be the pitching coach. We've got a meeting on the mound for the White Sox.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Folks, bases loaded, nobody out. I demand 2 runs minimum before this inning ends. I demand 2 runs minimum. Folks, if we're going to figure it out for the postseason, it's a team like this that we got to start figuring it out. And when you look at the schedule, things just gradually pick up from this. You know, we play Tampa next, and then it's Boston, and then things get a little tougher. We got to play the Tigers for a couple of series. They're floating around 500. There's a called strike. And then you get into that final week, and you're playing a couple of teams that are playoff bound, in all likelihood, the Yankees and the Twins. So it's a gradual buildup starting now. Rivera's at the plate. First pitch was a strike, and the next one is low and away for ball 1. Bases loaded, 1-1 count on Rivera. The pitch, fouled back, 1-2. 1-2 on Rivera. 1 for 2 today. Lefty against the righty Rivera. Ellard has let the first 3 men reach. That pitch is almost a strike. It was middle of the plate, but just a touch low, apparently. Very, very... Oh, no, that's the 2-hour mark. No. You're not going to do the 2-hour mark on me in the middle of a bases loaded at bat. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Have a heart. Have a heart, folks. What's going on here? I can't... What is this? This is in my way. I can't see anything. Did Rivera just... What happened? He just struck out. Are you kidding me? Rivera just struck out. 1 out. Base is still loaded. Uh-oh.
Henderson drives in his second.
Wait a minute. 2 down after apparently a ground... What happened? Sack fly for Gunnar? Gunnar Henderson on 1 pitch, as I get my game back up, has driven in the 4th run of the day on a sacrifice fly. Ced Mullins comes in to score. It's 4-2 Orioles. And that's going to do it here for Ellard, I think. Yep, they're going to make a pitching change. The Orioles get one. I still want one more. That was my demand. Yes, David. That's what happened. David, if you are far behind, maybe you're not the right person to give updates. Because the odds are I'm going to only take a second or two to figure something out. But anyway, 4-2 Baltimore. Pitching change with 2 down. First and second. Chicago probably bringing in a right-hander at this point. All right. Folks. Michael, do you really want to know? Oh, no, you're not, David. You're not. You're not. I wish you weren't far behind, man. I know that sucks. So, where is it? 8. We've left 8 on base. Feels like more. It's not so much the number, it's the fact that we've left guys at third base with less than 2 out, and in more than one occasion with nobody out. We've had a guy stranded at third. I mean, that's something that should happen like once every couple of weeks or so, not twice in the same ball game. Hey, welcome in, number 2062. Chad Kuhl. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Kuhl. 24 appearances on the season, 46 in the third inning. So this guy throws about 2 innings per outing. He's a 2-inning guy. 4.27 ERA. Here we go, folks. Are we ready to bust this thing open with 2 down, 2 on, and Adley Rutschman at the plate? Let's go.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
First pitch is a slider low and in for ball 1. Rutschman has a hit. It wasn't a hard hit ball, a blooper into the opposite field. But he'll take any hit he can get right now. That pitch is right in there. 94-mile-an-hour heater for strike 1. 4-2 Baltimore, bottom of the 5th. 2 on with 2 down. 1-1 pitch. That one's lined and a base hit in the right field. Let's see. Slater come around. He will score. The Orioles have added on. Rutschman with a clutch 2-out RBI. My goodness, it feels good. Adley, remember that moment. Splash it up, folks. The Orioles are going to win this ball game. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. We're going to add on and add on and add on. Enough of this nonsense. Come on, O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
1-0 pitch is way off the plate, up and away. 2-0. A double and a walk today for Ryan O'Hearn. 5-2 Baltimore. First and second, 2 down. And the 2-0 pitch is way inside. It goes all the way to the backstop. Both runners will move up a base at second and third now, and a base hit will add 2 more runs on. Holiday goes to third. Rutschman moves up to second. And the wheels are falling off here for these White Sox. That ball nearly hit. Oh, wait a minute. They're showing me. Did I say Rutschman's at second? Did I lose my mind? No, I didn't. Okay, so Rutschman's at second. O'Hearn is at the plate. And that's a called strike. A cutter. Top of the zone on the outside corner. 3-1 the count. Anthony Santander can be seen on deck. 3-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. He chased a slider low and in. Come on, O'Hearn. Probably the man, probably. Hey, if I do start with a merch line, I'm going to get a t-shirt that just says Prolly. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss again on that slider low and in, and the Orioles leave a couple of more men on base. Man, oh Shevitz. Now you can pump it up to 10 men left on base. We do get a run, though. In fact, we get 2. We get 2 runs that we need. I said I want 2 and we got 2. All right. Gunnar sac fly scoring Mullins. Rutschman base hit scoring Slater. 10 men left on base. You know what? If we wind up winning this game, it's going to help, I think. This is going to help because the Orioles will still get the win, which they got to have. But they're going to look at this and go, man, I mean, this White Sox team isn't good, and this shouldn't have been close. How many times did we do this or that? But it's the White Sox, and we're going to play them again tomorrow. Why don't we go out there and work on this? Why don't we go out there and work on it? We can work on something and still beat this team. Work on it, guys. Everything that's not working, this is the time to work on it. Now's the time. Let's go. Hold on. Record for left on base in 16 innings is 9. In 9 innings is 16. Is that it? All right. As long as we win, I don't mind breaking the record. Because, again, that's a badge this team has to carry. I think it'll light a fire under their ass. Like, wow, we just broke a record for a lack of clutchness. Hey, Keegan Aiken is on the mound, folks. Ain't no faking about Keegan Aiken. 55 appearances on the season, 3.48 ERA. Andrew Benintendi, 3-4-5, due up for the White Sox, and he takes a slider for a called strike to begin the top of the 6th. The 0-1 is fouled back. It's 0-2. Aiken quickly ahead. Folks, I got a feeling you're going to watch Keegan Aiken look way more effective against this lineup than Corbin Burnes did. Like, you're just going to see batters go out on 3 or 4 pitches. Soft contact, if any. 0-2 pitch, a check swing, foul ball. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Well, I think it was 2 outings ago now, Jonathan, where he was crazy. 2 innings with no hits, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. But the last outing, it wasn't a perfect outing. But Keegan is still a solid arm in the pen here. This is a pitch fouled away, still 0-2. But yeah, a couple of outings back, Aiken. Talk about getting something timed correctly. As he was getting brought into the ballgame, I was singing his praises, going, why does this guy not get any credit? This pitch has popped up, and that's what I'm talking about. Weak contact. A pop-up on the infield for out number 1 on an 0-2 count. Aiken never threw a ball. Yeah, a couple balls are fouled away. It took 4 pitches or whatever. 5 pitches, actually. But that is what you want to see against this White Sox team. Throw strikes. And you're either going to strike them out or they're going to hit weak contact. That one's drilled in the center. Coming in is Mullins, but he makes the catch on 1 pitch. How about that, folks? Keegan Aiken. Economical. 6 pitches, 2 down. Let's use him for 2 innings. Next pitch to Corey Lee. First pitch to him is off the plate outside for ball 1. Lee is 0 for 2 today. That one's off the plate as well. 2 balls and no strikes. Ain't no faking about Keegan Aiken. Pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 95. We've got the wave going on in the lower bowl of Camden Yards. Swing and a miss on a slider that hit the bottom corner of the zone on the inside part of the plate. Two and two the count. And that pitch is high. We've got a full count now. Base is empty, 2 down. Full count on Corey Lee, who sounds like a teen actor from the 80s. This one's hit on the ground to Gunnar. Over to first in time, and that is an easy 1-2-3 inning from Keegan. I don't get no respect around here. Aiken. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-2 Baltimore. Folks, there's 2 players on this team I feel like I identify with the most. One is Albert Suarez, and one is Keegan Aiken. One guy that to many people would be like, who is this guy? He's over the hill. What's he going to give you? And all he does is be a hero. And then Keegan Aiken. This guy, his peripherals don't look all that good. His velo isn't the metrics aren't really in favoring this guy. Yeah, but he goes out there and he gets the job done anyway. You know, I identify with that. Ain't nobody out there buying a Keegan Aiken jersey. You hear what I'm saying? Maybe I will. In fact, I think any jersey from now on, I'm only going to get relief pitchers. You like my metrics? Yep. I use a graphic calculator and a T-square. I got a protractor, a compass, a sextant for some reason, and of course my BirdWatcher binoculars. Erica wants to know my metrics. Oh, those metrics. Check out my OnlyFans page. All right, Anthony Santander going to lead it off for the Orioles.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
And he takes a cutter for a called strike. Tony 1 for 2 on the day. RBI single. He was also intentionally walked. Changeup is inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Cool, the right-hander still out there on the mound for the White Sox. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, Michael, let me do some calculations here. Let me add up some numbers. That's right, my calculator sounds like a telephone. What's it to you? I'm adding it up. All right. All right, I got it right here. I know exactly how we're going to win the World Series. 2-2 pitch is low for ball 3. Full count. But I can't tell you. Michael. A magician never reveals how he does his tricks. This pitch is ball 4 to Santander.
I'm walking here.
Hey, the Orioles have a base runner for a change. Leadoff man on. Colton Cowser's at the plate. He's had a miserable day so far. First pitch is low for ball 1. Cowser's 0 for 3. Every time he's been up, there's been guys on base. And he hasn't even been able to move anybody, I don't think. Can we move a base runner maybe? Something? That's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cowser. Come on, buddy. 1-1 the count. Tony at first, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. That's a sinker outside. 2-1. The 2-1 to Cowser is swung on and fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, man, we gotta give Cowser a day off, I think. I mean, you know, I'm saying this knowing full well that he could lace a base hit right here on the next pitch. But we got to figure out a way to give him a day off. I think this series would be a good time to do it. This pitch is up and away. Full count now on Cowser. That sun is coming in really hard now at an angle, depending on where you are in the field. And that pitch is way outside for ball 4. Cowser draws a walk, and it helps when ball 4 is 2 feet outside.
I'm walking here.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. They've been worn down. That's been the problem. But the thing is, in a long season, if you're worn down like mid-season, you got time to like basically go, all right, I'm feeling worn down. But it's kind of like my neurological disease. It's like, yeah, I'm down with it, but eventually you got to just sort of learn how to succeed living with it. Like, we get it. We're down. We've been down. Now it's time to get back up. This team can do it. Some of these guys just got to get into a zone that they're not in there right now. Tuki Toussaint. I always screw this guy's name up. Tuki. Who's been around a few teams already. He's on the White Sox. He must have come over on one of these trades back in July. That's my best guess, because I think he was on another team at the start of the season. He's getting loose in the bullpen for the White Sox. Cedric Mullins at the plate.
Well said, now you know what to do.
First pitch is a line drive down in the corner, and that is a base hit. It is a fair ball. Tony can walk home. And how many more will score? Ced Mullins. It's going to be second and third. Santander, the only one to score on this RBI double. It's now 6-2. All right. Six to 2 Baltimore. I don't know how Cowser didn't score all the way around. That ball was into the right field corner, and we know Cowser can run, but Cowser only able to get to third base. Still nobody out, though. And Austin Slater is at the plate. First pitch is fouled back.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
Next pitch is a sinker. Just catches the outside corner. Maybe. No balls and 2 strikes. 6 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors for Baltimore. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the White Sox. Cool on his 26th pitch throws a sweeping slider off the plate. And that'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's a line drive, base hit into left field. 1 run is in. They're sending another. And the throw is not in time. Mullins is scored. 2 runs in. Splash it up. We have finally figured it out, folks. Splash it up. Oh, folks.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
It is 8-2 Orioles. Oh, the White Sox. Thank you. We needed you. And that'll do it for Cool. Another pitching change for the White Sox. Tuki Toussaint. I don't know. It's spelled like croissant. Whatever. I need a lucky. I got 3 left. Folks. By the way, he's just here to hang out. He just wants to chill. All right. That ought to work. Folks, it's 8-2 Orioles. Happy Labor Day to you and yours. Folks, do you work hard? You know, no pools or pets. You ain't got no cigarettes, you know. You live in a 12 by 4 cubic room. Man of means by no means. King of the road. You know what I mean? Well, this day is for you. By the way, to all the manual laborers out there, for everybody out there that gets the job done physically, busting their ass, big shout out to you. I can't do it. Never could. But I appreciate it. I really do. I mean, I remember I tried to do landscape work when I was a teenager. Cutting lawns, raking leaves. And you know, middle of the summer on the mid-Atlantic. And, you know, hot, muggy-ass days. I was sitting there drinking like 8 liters of water an hour. It was ridiculous. Jackson Holliday's got a 1-0 count. Folks, we're back underway. Tuki Toussaint on the mound. And that is a line drive, base hit in the right field. Keep the line a-moving. Jackson Holliday has got a hit. Folks, we're starting to make it look, dare I say, easy right now. Hey, folks, whatever you think qualifies as manual labor to you, fine by me. This pitch is off the plate to Emmanuel Rivera. Emmanuel.
Mr. Emmanuel Lewis. Mr. Emmanuel Lewis.
1 for 3 today. There's a called strike on the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, nobody out. 8-2 Baltimore. They've scored 5 runs in the last 2 innings, and this inning right now has nobody out. This one is off the plate, so 5 runs over the past 3 outs. 2 balls, 1 strike on the number 9 hitter. Then it's back to Gunnar Henderson, top of the order. Off the plate, 3-1. Folks. Look at that. This game has got Base Heck crawling out of the woodwork. Base Heck making a cameo. This ball's hitting the right center. And that ball is going to drop down and hit up against the base. 1 run will score. And Rivera's going to get all the way around. 2 runs score. It's a 2-run triple for Emmanuel Rivera. Folks, splash it up. We are pouring it on today. A triple for Rivera. Folks, I think I said this on yesterday's ball game. I said I want a game against the White Sox tomorrow where we score double-digit runs and get 15 hits. Guess what? We got 10 runs. We got 13 hits. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. Ground ball on the right side, and that's going to score another run. Henderson thrown out on a nice play by the second baseman, but Rivera can walk home. It is now 11-2. Bases empty, 1 out. Everybody exhale. Let's hang out and chill and just enjoy the damn ball game for a change. God, it's been a while since I've been in this position. This is my relaxed position. There's a called strike to Adley Rutschman. Adley with a couple of hits today. I didn't hit it? Come on now. Folks, don't audit me on my soundboard every time something isn't pressed, please. Come on, the man. It is kind of like being a DJ, you know? And what's the number 1 rule when you got a DJ? You don't go up to the DJ and tell the DJ, hit this button or do that. It never works out. This pitch is off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 11-2. Here's a ball hit on the ground, a second, and Rutschman will be retired for the second out. First out from Touki Toussaint since coming into the ball game. And that'll get Ryan O'Hearn up. We've batted around, folks. We have batted around 6 runs in, 2 outs, and that adds up to 8. This is number 9, Ryan O'Hearn, who takes the low and in for ball 1. Is that Keegan Aiken getting loose? Cole Irvin, I mean. Yes, it is. Cole Irvin's getting loose. Here's a swing and a miss. Cole Irvin could be brought in to pitch the final 3 innings. It's possible. They could use him that way. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. It all depends on whether or not Dean Kramer is expected to be available again for his next start. If he's not, then we would need Irvin to make a spot start, you would think. This one's lined to left field. That's down for a hit. Folks, the hits just keep on coming. I feel like Casey Kasem right now. Welcome to America's Top 40. Just keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. The Baltimore Orioles this afternoon are hitting the ball. Hey, I said 15 hits, right? We're 1 hit away now. Here's Anthony Santander.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
And that's low. Ball 1 to Tony, 1 for 2. Next pitch, that is off the plate outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The White Sox. Boy, did I need to see you. You know, the White Sox is like that old girlfriend that you just, you're happy to hook up with for a few days. And then never see him again. Till next year. 3-0 the count. Pitch. Off the plate, 4-pitch walk. This is too easy.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Folks, is this the same game Corbin Burnes started? I can't remember. Doesn't feel like it. I feel like I've watched 2 different games today. Here's Colton Cowser. Colton, do something, and then everybody's doing something. He takes a curveball a little bit low. Ball 1. 2 on, 2 out. 6 runs in. 11-2 Baltimore in the bottom of the 6th. Cowser 0 for 3, but he did walk his last time up. And he takes a splitter for a called strike. 1-1 the count. This pitch is swung on and missed. A curveball that he waves at. 1-2 the count. And now Cowser is touching his left shoulder. What's that about, buddy? You got something going on? Because if you do, you need to tell us. And it might explain something. Yeah, he is just, his swings, that's a line drive caught at third base or not in the air. Okay, so he's safe. Hey, what a terrible call by me. This, folks, it's really hard to see the baseball. There's a harsh sun. It's moving between sun and shadow. This ball was hit on a liner bounce. Stabbed by the third baseman, but his throw is late, and Cowser's got an infield hit. Cowser beats it out. So Cowser's got a hit today, and now we're up to 15, and we're right where I thought we needed to be. There's a swing and a miss by Ced Mullins. Bases loaded, 2 down. Bases loaded again. And, folks, if we leave them loaded, we might break the record today. We just might break the record today. That would be 13 men left on if we can't keep it going right here. The 0-1 pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Pitch is low and in. Folks, there's a couple of reasons why I might not be hitting the soundboard on a timely, in a timely fashion. One being the fact that it's the second straight night where it's nearly 5 a.m. local time for your boy. And secondly, there's a called strike, 2-2 the count. Secondly, there's so much offense going on here in the last 20, 30 minutes. I mean, I want this soundboard to be fun. I don't want it to be a struggle. This pitch is swung on and missed. Mullins strikes out, and we do leave the bases loaded. So, folks, can we just laugh about it? Can we laugh about the fact that we've got 13 men left on base through 6 innings, but we're up 11-2? What do you want? What do you want? We might break a record today, folks, and win easily anyway. By the way, David, you still here? Are you sure about that record? Is that legit, man? Because we're 3 away with a lot of time left. Where do you live if it's 5 a.m.? Well, it's 4:39 a.m. I didn't mean to exaggerate. I'm in Thailand, Rory. I'm in Thailand. Drinking grape Red Bull at 5 o'clock in the morning. I would not recommend this lifestyle. But, you know, I'm cut from a different cloth. Boy, wearing that hat really helped out. I think I'm going to go back to this because yesterday, this really brought a whole lot of fun to the stream. This really made things wild yesterday. This is my Charm City crown. And, you know, I like to wear it sometimes. Maybe a check on some out-of-town scores. So it is 16. That's what David reported earlier, Nicholas. So just wanted to confirm. Folks, we're 3 away from tying the Major League record with, well, we are at home. That's the one thing against us in terms of a chance at history is the fact that we're not going to be up in the 9th inning. That's an entire inning to leave up to 3 men on base. So there's only 2 innings left to do it. I'm not trying to do it, but it would be interesting. Cole Irvin is out to pitch. Will he be out here for the remainder of the game? We'll see. Zach DeLoach is the first batter who takes inside for ball 1. A chance for Irvin to eat some innings and keep the rest of this bullpen pretty fresh. We should be fresh coming out of this series. That's a curveball called a strike that looked inside. But we get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. DeLoach hitting a robust 160, and that's after being 1 for 2 today. This ball's fouled away. 1-2. Everybody got a hit. You want to take a look at that box score? I mean, look at all that scoring, folks. This pitch is off the plate outside. Yeah, everybody's got a hit. How about everybody has scored a run as well? This ball's hit on the ground. First baseman O'Hearn. It's going to be a close play, but Irvin beats the runner after handling the flip. For out number 1. 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Everybody has scored a run. Everybody has got a hit. All but 3 have driven in runs. There's been 6 walks. Tony's drawn 3 of them. 1 intentionally. Slater's got 3 RBI today. Gunnar's up to 83 RBI with 3. Here's a pitch off the plate outside to Dominic Fletcher. Ball 1. 1-0 here. Yeah, folks, it's amazing what the White Sox can do when you're the opponent and you've been struggling. This pitch is up and in. Fletcher falls backwards a little bit. 2-0 the count. The White Sox are only 47.5 games out of first place. This pitch is outside. 3-0. Come on, Irvin. Just throw strikes, dude. For a shutout. But there's no shutout going on. There's a called strike. There's never been a shutout going on. What are we talking about shutout? This one's hit on the ground to first base. O'Hearn picks it up, takes it to the bag himself, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. 2 down in the 7th. Hey, I lost to somebody. Well, it was nice to know you, 2063. That spot's open now. All right. It's Manuel Vargas. Or Miguel Vargas? I'm sorry. I keep screwing this guy's name up. That's a called strike. Miguel Vargas. Pardon. 0-1 pitch. Curveball. Hit on the ground. Foul. Left side. 0-2 the count. 2 down. Nobody on in the top of the 7th. The Orioles now comfortably ahead, which is a phrase I have not said for a very long time. Comfortably ahead. It's nice. It's got a nice ring to it. Rolls off the tongue. The 0-2 to Vargas is a Oh, that was a slider that stayed up and away. So that did not leave Irvin's hand the way he had hoped. 1-2 pitch. Now a slider again on the outside corner. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it here for the White Sox in the 7th.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Guess what, folks? It's time for Rob Peel's favorite tradition. That's right. It's got a new name. Folks, let's celebrate the Rob Peel tradition. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat, folks. Come on now.
Thank God I'm a country boy. 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 Thank God I'm a country boy.
Thank God I'm not Rob Peel. Thank God I'm not Rob Peel. You know, I just wanted to say that you are the absolutely worst, most annoying, most obnoxious, most ignorant play caller I've ever heard, and your cakes on the griddle makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Cakes on the griddle. Every 7th inning you do it. Oh my God, I can't take it.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
50 games I've been listening.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Yeah, he's probably listening right now. Going crazy. Oh, what are you going to do, folks? I mean, you know, I've got some things that probably annoy me that wouldn't make any sense to anybody else, I guess. I just happen to be that for somebody else. Chucky Robinson is on to catch now for the White Sox, and the first pitch here to Austin Slater is ball 1.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
Next pitch is hit on the ground to short, and Slater's retired, 1 down. Folks, over 3,000 people checking in so far today. I haven't even brought up the like button because you guys are that good. It's amazing. I haven't brought up a like button conversation, and we've been on the air for nearly 3 hours, folks. Nearly 3 hours. I ain't said a damn thing. And yet look at that response. But guess what? That don't mean some of you out there can't hit that button right now, does it? This pitch is off the plate outside to Jackson Holiday. Holiday 1 for 4. A single his last time up. That ball's low, 2-0 the count. Folks, by hitting the like button, it helps out the channel in several ways, and it just takes a moment of your time. I give you 3 hours of content. You give me half a second of a tap of your finger, and we call it even. How does that sound? Fantastic. I appreciate it. 2-1 the count now on Jackson Holiday. Here's a curveball called a strike, 2-2. That was right on the outside edge. Nice looking pitch there from Tukey. Two and two on Holiday. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 7th. First game of 3 against these White Sox. We get to do this 2 more times, folks. If you like to see some offense, I'm keeping my fingers crossed over here that we're going to see a couple more games a lot like this. Payoff pitch is swung on, hit on the ground, foul off to the right. And the count is still full. In fact, didn't also Rob say yesterday that I constantly make every hour, I make it all about me and not about the team? I don't even know what the hell he was talking. Payoff pitch. This one's hit into left center field. It's got a lot on it, and it's going to hit off the base of the wall at the 376 sign right there at the corner of the splash zone. That's going to be a one-out double for Jackson Holiday. Folks, splash it up. And the hits just keep on coming. Hey, right now we got a dedication in. This one's about a little dog named Snuggles. Holiday's at second base, one out. Emmanuel Rivera at the plate, and his first pitch is swung on and fouled away. Rivera. Oh, where are you, buddy?
Mr. Emmanuel Lewis.
Couple of hits today, a couple of runs batted in. This pitch is low and away in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. 11-2 Baltimore. The pitch is popped straight up. Right side, first baseman taking a look. He reaches into the camera well. It bounces in there. Out of reach. Gavin Sheets gave it a look. It'll just be a foul ball. 1-2 the count on Emmanuel Rivera. I can hear the cockle-doodle-doo of the roosters and such. The barnyard animals of my neighborhood are making noise. The 1-2 pitch is low. By the way, the rain has stopped. So I'm sure all the creatures of the night are out there making... Like, this is when the frogs start, man. You guys live anywhere where after it rains a lot, the frogs start going crazy? There's a swing and a miss by Rivera, and he strikes out. Holiday stays at second base, 2 down. Yeah, if you've ever lived anywhere where you got frogs that just go batshit crazy after a big rain, I got that over here. I mean, it is... The whole damn town is just a giant frog alarm. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. This pitch is off the plate for ball 1.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Gunnar homered in his first at-bat. He's also got a sac fly. He's driven in 3 runs in 3 different ways. RBI ground out, a sac fly, and a home run. I think that's how it worked, right? Yeah, RBI ground out that last time outscored Rivera for the 11th run. You mean we haven't scored since Gunnar was up last time? This pitch is high, 3-0. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the old frog snack. The pitch is outside. What? 3-1 the count. They call that a strike. Ump is on crack.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Ump wants to go home. Apparently 11 runs is enough for us. 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4, and the ump can't do anything about it. Well, hey, ump, you know, look, I'm not trying to shame you, buddy, but you got a job where you got to, keep crouching up and down. Maybe if you stop hitting that free buffet every town you go to, and maybe that extra, 50 kilo you're carrying there wouldn't make you want to end the game so fast. Adley Rutschman is at the plate, and he takes a curveball low for ball 1. First and second, 2 down. This is the 5th time through the order, and we're only in the 7th inning. I'm sorry. This is the 6th time through the order. Is this the 6th time through the order? In the 7th inning? That can't be right. This pitch is low. It says he's 2 for 4 with a walk. That's 5 trips, and this is number 6. 6th time through the order. Jeez Louise. This pitch is low. 3-0. Hey, that sounds like an old school comment, Mr. Hyde, from one of our old regular watchers. There's a called strike. 3-1 now in Rutschman. Parking lot's got a lot of material. Most of it's pretty good. This one is hit on the ground. Shortstop makes the play on the second base side of the bag to end the inning. Wait, did we leave more? We left 2 more men on. You know what that means, folks? We are 1 man left on base away from tying history, and we could do it with only 8 innings of offense. Make it 15 left on base. You know, smokers shouldn't criticize overweight people. What the hell kind of connection is that? First of all, I prefaced it with, you know, no offense or whatever. Second of all, you can shame me about my smoking all you want, and I don't give a shit. Which is probably the same way people should feel about their weight. Just don't give a shit what people think. Right, Jeffrey? Isn't that the healthiest approach? Anybody can do whatever they want with their own body, and whatever other people have to say about it, they shouldn't give a shit. Plus, I'm fat, right? So, am I allowed to talk about my own kind? Jeffrey? Hello? Hello? So now the record is 20 left on base. All right, so we're not going to get the record. Oh, well. Anyway. Not only am I, you know, a fat smoker, I've got several other problems of my own making. I'm even worse than this. All right. Probably not. And Jeffrey has left the building. And once again, folks, this is so ridiculous. So, you know what happens? Every game, there's somebody who's been following along, and I'll say one thing that they're like, you know what? I don't like that. I don't like that. I normally don't make a comment, but let this guy know I don't like that one thing. I've listened to him talk for over 100 hours, but he said one thing, and I kind of didn't like it, and that's the one thing I want to let him know from me. That one thing. Okay, let him, and then I address it, and they're like, oh, well, why is he, again, like, develop a little bit of a relationship with me, and maybe some of your criticisms might actually have a little bit more, you know, effect. I mean, that is the ultimate idea, right? If you want to help somebody who's doing something wrong, you might want to do some sort of constructive criticism in order to make them change. Not just simply, you know, accuse them of something and leave it at that. That doesn't really help matters. Just saying. All right. We've got a first base runner on after a hit in the right field. 1 on, nobody out after a hit by Amaya, the number 9 hitter. Back to the top of the order, Nicky Lopez. First pitch is ball 1. And the 1-0 from Irvin to Lopez is a called strike. 1-1 the count. What's Erica putting on everything? I missed this conversation. Old Bay. Oh, we're back to an Old Bay. Okay. This ball's hit on the ground, right side, and O'Hearn will touch the bag for the first out. Runner moves up to second base without a throw. He might have been off with that pitch. All right, so folks, so the next two games are going to be at 6:35. Why do we have to start so early? 6:35 p.m. the next two nights, folks. I'll be on the air at 6:25 p.m. Corey Julks is up. Runner at second, one down. He takes a called strike. Low on the outside part of the plate. Orioles 11, White Sox 2. Old Bay on ice cream. Old Bay with her Fruit Loops. This one's lined, and that'll be a base hit. A runner's going to come around third and score. The White Sox have their third run of the ball game on an RBI single by Corey Julks. Amaya scores. One out in the inning, a run in for the White Sox. It's now 11-3. And I ain't gonna sit here and I ain't worried about nothing. In fact, I think I'm gonna enjoy another cigarette. I think my fat ass is gonna light up another smoke. So now that I'm fat, I can talk about my own smoking habit. Here's a call strike to Andrew Benintendi. Hey, you want to know something else? I don't think I take care of my gums good enough. I don't floss enough. I floss, but I don't do it enough. Some days I forget. So, that's another flaw. What else I got? 1-1 pitch is hit on the ground. This could be two. Holiday to second for one. Gunnar back to first. Two. A double play, and this inning is over. Folks. Are they warming up Kimbrel? Why not just keep Irvin out there for more than one inning? He can handle it. We go to the bottom of the eighth inning. 11-3 Orioles. It takes two to make it out of sight. Hit it. I want to rock right now. I'm BW. I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock this microphone. Now listen up, you Oriole fans. Tolerate me if you can. Yes, my personality is a little bit weird. And trust me, nothing rhymes with weird. So forget that. But I'm known to rock a microphone. And guess what, folks? I've got the evidence right here. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Fun fact. Fun fact. Now, which Burger King bathroom, you ask? All right, I'm weird and I got a beard. And the whole chat cheered. Yeah. Feared. All right, cleared. Smeared. All right. I'm starting to realize that a lot of past tense words. All right, Jeffrey. Well, I understand that it has a personal effect on you. I do. I honestly do. I'm not going to sit here and try to make a joke out of it because I get that. But the thing you got to understand is, dude, is that everybody's walking around with something like that that isn't a part of other people's lives, and you got to let other people live their lives, man. You got to live with that pain, and it sucks. I got some pain to live with some family stuff. Believe me. My dad was an alcoholic, all right? But when I go out to the bar, I can't sit there and judge people for drinking too much. I can't. Because, they're doing it. You get me, man? I hope we can come to an understanding, Jeffrey. I do. Because you shared something personal, and I understand where you're coming from, all right? Now, Paul, it's okay, man. That's all right. The dude's being open. I celebrate that. I think a lot of people are, they just always want to be on the, they always got to have their guard up. I think being vulnerable shows a sign of being a human being, and that's okay. Of course I've considered it, Jeffrey, and for a time I did. But unfortunately, health related or not, I enjoy it. So I'm going to continue to do it. Ryan O'Hearn has struck out, one out here in the bottom of the 8th. Now listen, I can understand that maybe you might think by doing this on the air, maybe it's sort of putting it on a pedestal or celebrating it. I talk about it all the time. Oh, I need a lucky, time to reach for a lucky. By the way, I don't smoke lucky strikes. Anthony Santander pops it up on the first pitch to center field, and that ball is caught for the second out here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. The reason why I just say lucky, honestly, is because I'm referencing cigarettes without saying cigarettes. And I used to do it off camera. I used to try to work around it and not even, have it be a part of the stream at all. But Colton Cowser's at the plate. First pitch is up and away for ball 1. But, time went on. I've been doing this now every day for a while, and I need to have my luckies. What am I going to do? This ball's hit on the ground. Base hit for Cowser. Second hit of the game. Folks, Cowser's got back-to-back hits. A multi-hit game for him. He needs it. That is now, 17 hits on the day. Ced Mullins is coming up. He's got 2 hits. And the first pitch to Ced is a called strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Oh, 1 pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. So, folks, if you're out there, if you're a young person, I know, I think at least 1 or 2 people out there are probably under smoking age. I don't condone it. It's not a good habit. This pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. Still 1-2. But I enjoy it. All right. Touki Toussaint's throwing his 67th pitch since coming on, and that one is spiked in the dirt. And the count now is 2-2. 2 out in the inning, runner at first base. This could be the final swing here of the day for the Oriole offense. And that ball's lifted in the air by Mullins down the right field line. It could head for the flag court, and it does! Bye, birdie! Ced Mullins has put the cherry on top of this one. His 14th home run of the season. A 2-run bomb onto the flag court. The Orioles have taken a 10-run lead. It's now 13-3. Oh, what a day.
Ho, 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 it's
All right. A pitching change. Tukey, it's time to go, buddy.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Melanie smokes every day, but not cigarettes. Hey, Melanie, did I meet you down there on the dance floor?
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Oh, boy. Enyel De Los Santos, right-hander now on in relief. 54th appearance of the season. Wait, there's super chats coming in. Wait, all I had to do was leave and then the money rolls in? Hold on.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
Super chat, Dale Rove with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Dale. Much appreciated. That'll get me a latte this morning, which is only about an hour away. Swing and a miss by Austin Slater. Up there with 2 down, nobody on. 13-3 Baltimore. And we had another super chat up here, a $10 super chat from Zachary Hawley. Zachary, the man. Folks, give this comment a like and give one to Dale as well. 0-2 the count on Slater. Well, since I can't say what I'd like, Mama said, mind your business, fat asses. Unite and enjoy, Lucky. You know, they say if you don't have anything nice to say, then, you know. Thanks so much for that, Zachary. All right. Zach the Chair Hawley. That's right. The Chair, folks. That's what he's known as. And now that I've got my visa, when do we have a day off? I think it's a week from today. I think a week from today is a day off. I'm going to try. I won it in time for the playoffs. It's the one upgrade I'm going to make before the end of the season is to get a damn chair. Thanks so much, guys. 1-2 pitch to Slater's laid off below the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hey, speaking of Old Bay, there's the logo right out there. One of the ad signs along the railing of the upper deck. This pitch is low and away. Full count on Slater. Slater.
Hey, who are you kidding, Preppy?
I didn't mean to kid you there, Slater. Leave Screech alone. Payoff pitch. Off the plate outside. Ball 4. My goodness.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
The Chicago White Sox. Man, oh man, how do we get to play in the AL Central? I want to see these guys 13 times a year. Please. Here's Jackson Holiday. Where are you at, buddy? Low and away for ball 1 to Holiday. If I was stateside, Zachary would build the chair. Hey, would it be like that one that George Clooney built in Burn After Reading? If anybody knows that reference, you should be laughing very hard right now. There's a called strike. 1-1 the count. Hey, David coming in with some cheery news. All right. I guess I'll keep him off the soundboard. This pitch is fouled back. 1-2 the count on Holiday. Yeah, I think Urkel's doing all right last I checked. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That is swung on and missed. Jackson Holiday strikes out. The inning is over. The Orioles get a pair of runs on a Ced Mullins 2-run shot. 13 runs on 18 hits. 10 runs since the 5th inning. We head now to the 9th. Middle of the order due up for the White Sox. Bring out somebody to get Kimbrel out here right now. Get Craig Kimbrel out here right now. Hey, you want to close the door, Craig? Close a 10-run lead on the White Sox. Can you do that, bud? We'll give you this. We'll give you this 9th inning. You can have it. You can go out there. You can work on an ephus pitch if you want, whatever. Just go on out there and eat an inning so you don't pitch tomorrow. That would be great. All right. Out-of-town scores. I don't think I really ever went over them. I also need to figure out if there's some place to send you after my game is over. The Brewers defeated the Cardinals 9-3. That is the only final. The only other game that's about to wrap up in line with us, the Guardians are going to the 9th inning with a 4-2 lead on the Royals. Boy, the Royals on a 5-game losing streak, now playing the first-place Guardians head-to-head. The Royals are scuffling. Astros, meanwhile, after getting that sweep over the weekend, are trailing Cincinnati 5-2. That's in the bottom of the 6th. The Dodgers lead the Diamondbacks 4-1. I think that's an extension of the weekend series. I think they played over the weekend. Everything else is coming up later. Padres versus the Tigers. Rays against the Twins. Athletics versus the Mariners. Mets and Red Sox coming up in about an hour. Folks, that's where I'd like you to go. I've got a couple of colleagues covering each team. Pure Adrenaline Sports and Thomas Fitzpatrick will both be on the call there. Here's the first pitch of the 9th. Cole Irvin is still out there. Folks, what did I tell you? They're going to leave Irvin out here to pitch the final 3 innings, and that's what's happening. This would be a save, by the way. How about that? If Cole Irvin finishes this game, despite the fact they're up 10 runs, it's a save. Also, defensive change. Levon Soto in at short. Gunnar Henderson takes a 1-inning breather. There's a called strike on the outside corner. 1-2 now on Gavin Sheets. Coming up later, also the Cubs are playing the Pirates, and the Yankees will be hate watching them. A chance to take first place if the Rangers can beat them tonight. This pitch is fouled away by Sheets, and it's still 1-2. Remember, folks, I won't have a way to just send you over there because this game won't start for another 50 minutes or so. But head on over and watch the Mets-Red Sox matchup. Here's a line drive down the left field side, but it's a foul ball. Look out over there, ball person. Ball young man. That ball apparently caromed off his little chair down there. 1-2 pitch is swung on, fouled again, same area, and this time the ball boy makes the play. And a big cheer from the crowd. How do you like that? Nice pick over there. He shows it off. Another foul ball here, left side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We are in the 9th inning, folks. Curveball swung on and missed. Down goes Gavin Sheets. Strikeout for Irvin.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 more outs to go. Chucky Robinson, the catcher who came on to replace the other guy, is going to be up here for his first plate appearance of the day, and he takes a curveball up and away for ball 1. Another curveball is inside, 2-0. I forgot already. Who was the other catcher in this? Somebody with like a name, like Bo something. What is it? Corey Lee. I don't know why I thought Bo. Corey Lee is out of the ball game. This pitch is a called no, it's not. 3-0. It's 3-0 here. Hey, Melanie, where you been, hon? I've been missing you. This pitch is a called strike at the bottom of the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. Melanie, it's just not been the same with you not around. 3-1 pitch is foul back, 3-2. Must have been thinking about Bo Diddley. Bo, you don't know Diddley. The pitch, fouled back off to the right. Still a full count on Robinson. That's right, the legend of Rob Peel. Hey, by the way, did you know that's his real name? He made a point to tell me that. This ball is hit to right field, down to the corner, and caught by Austin Slater up against the wall. 2 down in the 9th. Slater with a nice catch with very little room to work with. 2 down in the 9th. Zach De La Rocha, lead singer of Rage Against the Machine, is at the plate. And he hits a smoked ball to second base. Holiday's got it, though. Throws to first in time, and this ball game is over. The Orioles have won.
It's magic, you know. It's magic.
The Orioles take care of business. Things were a little shaky early on. Corbin Burnes did not look that good early on, but in the end, he only gave up a couple of runs. The bullpen did a pretty good job as well, and the offense, after leaving a lot of guys on base early, they continue to leave guys on base, but they finally started scoring them as well. They had 1 in the first on a Gunnar homer. They got 2 in the third, 2 more in the 5th, the big 6-run 6th inning, and then 2 more in the 8th for 13 runs on the day, 18 hits, and left on base, 14? 16. 16 men left on base. But if there's a game where you can just laugh about it, it might be this one. Everybody on the team contributed. Everybody that started got a hit. Only Levon Soto, who didn't even get an at-bat. Can't count him in all this. Everybody scored a run. Most guys drove in at least 1 run. 3 guys drove in 3 runs. How about Ced Mullins? I'm going to have to give Ced player of the game. That 2-run homer to put the cherry on top. He finished 3 for 6 with 3 runs scored and 3 runs driven in. That is something no other player in the lineup can match. Austin Slater a little bit close, but I'm going to give Ced player of the game. How about Cole Irvin? 3 innings to wrap things up. He did give up the 1 run, but all told, Burnes not at his best, still only gave up 1 earned run. Of the 2 runs, only 1 was earned, although that's kind of a misleading stat because the error was his own. It was that errant. Oh, no, it wasn't. That's right. The first baseman, O'Hearn, got charged with the error. Never mind. Corbin Burnes, hopefully going to try to work his way back to the Corbin Burnes that we are used to the first 4.5 months of the season. Next up for him will be the Rays. He'll pitch the final game of the homestand against Tampa on Sunday. Between now and then, 2 more games with Chicago and then the first 2 games with Tampa. Let's take a look at tomorrow's game with the White Sox, and then I'll get on out of here. Coming up on 5:30 a.m., I'm just going to head on down and get some breakfast. Watch the sunrise. Folks, I'll tell you this. If there's one thing I wish I knew more about when I was younger, it's just how fantastic it is to watch the sunrise every morning. I do it out here every day, and I love it. It used to be from staying up all night, but now it's from getting up super early. All right, here we go. Cade Povich, folks. Cade Povich. Hey, Robert, you didn't miss a thing. It was just your standard 13-3 win. Just your standard 16 men left on base. You know, just a little the old, same old, same old. The Orioles with the win. 21 games back over 500 now. Was that win number 80? Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Is this up to date? Show me something. Nope, that was... So we're back to 20 games over. Okay. Still a half game, though, behind... Wait, are we sure? I thought we were already half game. That was win number 80, was it not? We need a live update somewhere. So that was number 80? Okay, we've got number 80. Fantastic, folks. Hey, how about this? We are the first team in the American League to 80 wins. Think about that for a moment, folks. All the ups and downs, all the mediocre baseball for about 2 straight months, all the injuries we've dealt with, all of the slumps we've seen, all of the learning curves from some of the young players that we've had to watch. All of that, and here we are, first team to 80 wins in the American League. All right? So chew on that for the rest of your Labor Day, and let's root the Rangers to beat on... I'll get this out. Let's root the Rangers. Let's root on the Rangers to beat the Yankees later. I gotta go. I am done. Hey, folks, thanks for tolerating my ignorance tonight and all of my other shortcomings. I've had fun. Appreciate it. We got over 130 likes. We got a couple of super chats in. Thanks for those. And the subs are now up in the 2060s. We'll see how many continue to hang in there after the game is over. Either way, I've enjoyed my time, but I got to go buy a new pack of Luckies and get some breakfast. Hey, BirdWatcher, do you now pure the guy that likes the Mets? Oh, do I know? Yeah, me and Johnny we're colleagues, my friend. I was actually just on his broadcast for the Mets game last night. Go click on the last game he called, Joshua, from yesterday, and go to the end. It's just him and me hanging out for about half an hour, talking about none other than the legendary Rob Peel. Hey, folks, if you want to watch that, maybe I'll bring it up for you here. Here, hold on a sec. You guys want some content? In fact, I'll just bring it up right here on the old screen. And then I'll drop the link in for it. Pure Adrenaline Sports. That's the channel right there. And last night, let's see. By the way, Pure is just a dozen or so subscribers away from hitting 4,000. So, folks, if you can go over there and help Pure get up to 4,000 subscribers, that would be pretty good. So he called this game 19. Okay, so it's this game, right?
นอนไม่หลับ
And waiting through a Thai ad. And there you go. As you can see, starting, I don't know, let's see, right about here. 3.5 hours, maybe 3 hours and 20. Look at me. Hey, I'm on the air. Look at me. I'm doing the champion thing, you know? So that's me on the air. Folks, if you want to, if you want some more Rob Peel coverage, then check out the end of this stream, and here's the link. I'm grabbing it right here. What is this? I don't want that. I don't want that. There. Yeah, go about 3 hours and 28 minutes into that link. And have some fun with that. 159 baht per month for YouTube Premium. Huh. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Joshua, no, I can't. If you're making him mad for some reason, then I'm kind of on the side of being a fellow content creator and live streamer. I normally side with the streamer because we gotta, again, we have to handle our share of rascals in the chat on a daily basis. And, you know, sometimes it can get a little frustrating. Sometimes it really sucks because it winds up being a mistake of a misinterpretation. Something's out of context and it's just wrong timing and all that. And people like me, they recognize it and I apologize. I'm like, gee, I think I misread that. Sorry. My mistake. I apologize. But, you know, there's also a lot of people out there that just really misbehave, and they're out there with that as their intent. They want to misbehave on people's live streams. So once you sort of figure out that that's what a person's up to, then yeah, people start to get upset. So hopefully, Joshua, you're on your best behavior with Johnny, because he works hard over there at Pure Adrenaline Sports. I mean, just take a look at his page. He's got a lot going on over there, way more than I do. I'm just doing one thing, calling Orioles games. He's doing a lot. All right, folks, so that link is there. I'm going to get out of here. And, yeah, come on back tomorrow evening, 6:35 p.m. first pitch. I'll be on the air at 6:25 p.m. Where is... I need something before I get out of here. All right, I can do without the crown. Something's missing. Oh, here we go. All right. 72 of you are still here. You know what? I'm going to do it tomorrow. That's what I meant to do. I meant to give away five memberships. 5 more memberships given away. But there's only a fraction of the people left here right now. So I feel like it is in my best interest to wait until tomorrow night's game. So apologies for that, folks. But, you know, even if you're not here, you are randomly, you know, eligible. As long as you're subscribed to the channel, you're randomly eligible to get one of those. So we'll do that tomorrow. I love you too, Janet. Kiss blown from halfway around the world. By the way, the White Sox are now on an 11-game losing streak. So they're in the middle of one of these. We can't lose to them. We can't. We got to get a sweep. Oh, it'll be so good if we do. All right. I hear you. I know. This is, by the way, I love going down to the 7-Eleven at this part of the day, 5:30 a.m., just glimpses of purple and pink in the sky, the sun just starting to come up, and you're awake, and it's like your morning, but everybody around you is getting home from a night out of debauchery. And you see a lot of odd characters. And then within a span of like a half an hour, it goes from that to like just morning people out jogging or monks walking around. It's a very strange hour, this hour of the day happening right now. So I'm going to go have that experience. Hey, it's the White Sox post-game live coverage. Is that Frank Thomas? Wow, Frank Thomas gets paid to sit on a couch and have to talk about this team after every game. What do you even talk about? I tell you what, Frank Thomas was one of the most feared hitters for me as a kid. I went to a game, first season of Camden Yards. Mussina was pitching, and Thomas hit 2 home runs off Mussina, and they were both absolutely crushed. Man, could Frank Thomas hit a baseball. Absolute crusher of balls, this guy. Hey, a new link for the Discord before tomorrow's game. Sure. In fact, since the stream is about to die, let me just close all of these other windows, and I'll just generate the link right here on the air. How about them apples? I'm going to go into the Discord. Folks, here's what it looks like. All right. I just go here. I go invite people. I see a link. Control C here. Control V there. Boom. Boom. And while I'm at it, I'll just drop it in, I'll put it right here in the general this time, folks. That way I'm not opening up the private mod chat here on screen. Okay. So there you go. Discord link there and one in the general chat. Thanks, Janet. All right, folks. Have a good rest of your Labor Day. This has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Have a good one, everybody.